Medication time. Medication time.
White trash, late nights. Come on in, folks, the music gets tight.
Was he wearing tight jeans? Shorty boys? Never mind. Ignore me.
Yeah. What, it's live? Oh, man.
We're live?
All right. Attention all.
All right, we're live.
This is going to YouTube.
Welcome to the Literally Nothing Show. I'm El Fascist Pig. This is an evening of white trash comedy with a few black folks mixed in.
I'm Matthew Blevins.
And first off, we got Andre Spider-Man Catwell.
Oh my God, folks, we're here. We made it. I wish the camera would just see what I see instead of what y'all are seeing. For at least, can we like split screen this and get? I mean, you think you're getting a feast here, baby? I don't know. So y'all, hey, y'all ever grew up and like hope that you were gonna be like a superhero? Y'all ever do that? Hope that like you would go down a dark alley and somehow, and then you become, I thought I was gonna be Batman, but it's just I got everything else. I got a down payment on a car coming that's souped up. It's gonna set me back. I found a cave near the Cumberland River. I got a cat suit for any lady who wants to beat me up in it. But I'm really what I need from y'all. I need some help from y'all. Could y'all kill my parents? Because they're just hanging around. Late 70s, hopping and skipping. Not even a shred of diabetes in my family. Nothing. It will really help me out. So, y'all ever recommend a movie and just people look at you like you're a fucking disgusting human being? You ever recommend these fucking people who hate cartoons? Does anyone watch Into the Spider-Verse is what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is I keep bringing this movie up. Focus. I keep bringing this movie up. And it's like, I have normal friends, so they're all like, yeah, I'll try to catch up on this. I set it up. I bought them all the blue. Every friend I have bought a Blu-ray of this. I got a projection screen. And they still were like, it's used as a coaster. They don't fucking take it. And if they just spent the fucking 5 seconds in the opening, every movie I recommend isn't a fucking garbage thing. My girlfriend's same way. It's like, you keep wanting to watch movies. What do you want to watch tonight? Akira. How long is this? Oh my God, 2 hours. I don't know. And it's like, have to fucking pat her on the head to get her to sit down to watch the movie. And the first 2 minutes in, she's sounding like, oh, what? Huh? Oh my God. Ah! Yeah, I have to like pause the movie and like, see? Yeah, everything I recommend is awesome. Everything you recommend is books. Fucking gotta go to Cliff Notes to get a Christmas gift. All right, that's not a good move. Yeah, it's all nice. Ursula K. Le Guin, fucking Thomas Pynchon. Does Toni Morrison? I don't recall. Does Toni Morrison have a motorcycle hit someone in the back of the head in the first fucking paragraph of Beloved? Does any of that happen, folks? Folks, I work out sometimes. Not today, but clearly. But I gotta recommend this workout to get. It's an amazing thing. People always go like, "Wow, how your arms get so cut?" And it's just jacking it every day. It is just 6,000 sets of 3 of 1 pound bicep pulls. It's 100. I'm gonna be an influencer from that way. Okay, no. Working on some songs, just feeling it. Just it feels like that time The country needs a voice. You know, I'm working on this song. It's from the perspective of a dad. You know, it goes, "Black gay son, won't you come? He's black and he's gay, black gay son." And then the bridge is like, "Black gay son, black gay son." He's a singer now. Actually, he's in a band. In, in my eyes, there is come from my black gay son. Working on songs, folks. Got some other songs. I saw a book at it wasn't a bookstore because those don't exist. But I saw a book just in the street. It was called. It was teaching kids about immune deficiency disease. It was called "Living in a World with AIDS," and it reminded me of that. You know that song? You know that song from Hootie and the Blowfish or whatever? We're living in a world. We're living in a world with AIDS. We're living. Y'all remember that song? James Brown. Living in a world with AIDS. Detroit City. New Orleans, Dallas, and Africa. Y'all know that song? Y'all know that song? Where all the people, all the musicians came together and sang it all together. We live in a world full of AIDS. And that guy from New Jersey came on and went, "I went to Magic Johnson's house and got bit by a mosquito. Now I have HIV for you and me." Y'all know that song? Dude. Okay. We should wrap this up. I didn't know dudes, the guys I hung out with, were like not into tall, muscular women. I didn't know this is like just a subsection thing. Is it? Okay, silence. Okay. I guess I'm right, because there's no one fighting me on this. I just thought it was everyone read She-Hulk growing up, and that's what you thought that's when you need it. You want to be just, hey, sometimes you want to be held and picked up and thrown. Sometimes, and folded up. Sometimes you want to get folded up like a lawn chair. Sometimes you... No? I don't know. It's gotten to where I think I'm into like giant women. I think I'm into... Now, when I say giant women, you're like, Andre, of course, you mean like 7 foot. You mean like, like a WNBA player type of thing. No, I mean giant. I mean like Godzilla, 30 stories tall women. I want... that don't exist. I'm into women that do not exist. I'm into... I don't know what would happen if I don't want just to be... Every time I look up giant women on the internet, it's all the stepping on stuff. I don't want to be stepped on, okay? I'm fine without it, but I don't know what else. I don't just be sitting in between the boobs. That's fine. Just hanging out on the couch cushion of her areolas to be... to have her, I don't know, we're going swimming and then she sucks me in to her belly button or something. That's cool too. You don't think about that? You don't think about that? Jerry Orbach, owner of the Boston Celtics, you don't think about that? Ooh, hey everyone. I hope you had a wonderful night. I didn't have a toga, but I wanted to stand out, and I think I accomplished that. So give it up for the podcast. My name's been Andre. Take care.
Hell yeah.
There we go.
Andre,
Ease it in.
get on over here. It's good to see you, sir. It's good to see your circumcision for the first time as well. I think we can all tell what's happening in there. It leaves
bottom.
not a lot to imagination.
Testing.
I think I did wear underwear. You're right.
Yeah.
But
It's
it's also that's what Spider-Man would do.
Yeah, of course.
He would take a risk.
Of course.
But also having to go to the bathroom in this is like it should be an Olympic sport because there's no.
Oh man. I think you just go in the suit.
Go in the suit, baby.
There's a toga party. You can go in the suit. No one will judge you.
That's what old Augustus Caesar said. As he's talking to the room, folks.
All right, back to here.
What have you been up to since the last time we saw you, bro?
Just spending money buying suits, costumes.
What's your favorite?
I bought a
What's your favorite
burqa.
costume?
I bought a burqa. Girl won't wear it like I wanna. I've thought of several storylines, but she will not buy it. She's not.
Do you like role?
I just wanted to surprise her with a burqa.
Just
Looks like a shot.
And I've done all the nun outfits. I've done the sexy nun. She won't do it. I've done the I bought a real ass habit one from Sister whatever. And
Are you bringing Sharia law into the bedroom, or is this just costume play?
anything that would make her parents go, what the hell, if there was on Instagram, you know?
Sure.
If she's got to dress up like Clint Eastwood with the man with no name with the sand
Wives
thing.
with burqas.
Yeah. Dude, I
I've
really.
never got trashed with Spider-Man before.
You still haven't. I forgot mask. This is starting to rip.
I'm trying to only look at you in the peripheral. I can't really.
Hopefully the focus. I spilled it. Hopefully the focus
watch it drip.
will lead to greater conversation.
I'm looking at the live feed here, and yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's,
Hey, Mom. Really, this. Everyone should be wearing these except at one point in time.
No,
We
that would
did
be
in
kind of
80s.
crazy.
80s, we had the the biker
Fuck yeah, dude.
shorts.
yeah, biker
I
shorts.
know,
Could
I've
you
seen-
imagine if
I've seen
everybody was like a
videos.
superhero or just Spider-Man? Where like you got your cheap knockoff Spider-Mans and you got. I
we
bet
were all
every one of them
set.
would look different, probably.
They'd be easier to draw. I'll tell you what.
So have you guys seen those dudes who actually dress up as like Superman and Batman?
Dress up.
And
They are.
That's what
fucking-
I'm saying. They are, for all intents and purposes. They go out and they.
So you're talking about like the
assume-
guys that have like the circles and people go up and give them money and
No.
stuff?
Not those guys. No, these guys are.
I know what he
different.
means.
These guys are actually going out there trying to solve crimes and shit.
Oh no!
Yeah,
I
they're
wanna
actually
do
going
that.
after. They're going after like they're like the those the vengeful angels that they used to have up north, but now they've got the guys that just one dude running around in the Spider-Man costume.
Why do they have to steal
Why wouldn't you want to
intellectual
have
property?
your own unique outfit? If I'm gonna go, you know what
There
I mean?
are some. There's like that purple guy. He's in jail now. But there's a. I don't know why they're mostly black, but it seems to be a fantasy. We have a mythology of wanting to be saved by Superman or be super. It's a power thing, so it's cool.
I was always more a Spider-Man guy compared to Batman or
Dude,
any of the other
every
stuff.
year new Batman movie comes out. It's like, this is the year I'm gonna be Batman, dude. This is it. I'm gonna portray. No one's gonna stop me.
Well, no.
I could be Batman. You could be. Dude, my dad was Batman for a night, and then he was quit when a bunch of dogs chased him on his bike. It's the only story he'll tell where he got like a bunch of he made.
How old was he?
I don't. Whenever the '66 show happened,
45.
so you know the Adam West show, he was like, this is what I need to be instead of a doctor, and and made like batarangs out of like his mom's coat hangers and stuff, and like went out, and his little baby brother's like, can we be your mom? He's like, no, this job is too dangerous for you, and then went out and got chased by a bunch of dogs while he threw
So
his
this was a
batarang.
childhood story I was envisioning like 3 years ago.
Oh man, I want him to do. I want him to bring it back.
Oh man,
Run it back.
we need the reboot.
Have y'all
He's got
seen
the
his
car.
dad?
Uh,
Like his dad came up in my feed. His dad's a doctor, and he
Yeah.
come
Wow.
up and it's like this old fucking dude, and it looks exactly like this motherfucker. Exactly.
just older.
And so I'm sitting there
I wanna
watching
get a face
the video.
tattoo, goddamn
It sounds exact. It's like Andre, but like 70.
The
How old is
original,
your
the
dad?
original Andre the Virgin.
Yeah,
No.
Andre OG.
I'm gonna get a name
Who
change. Fuck
spent
that.
money on education and not Spider-Man suits.
So how did you meet his dad?
No, I didn't meet him.
how
He come-
just you
he
on
come up-
Facebook.
He come up in my feed. And
Oh.
I see his face, but like 70 years
You've been
old.
stalking
so I
his
click
dad
on
on
it,
Facebook.
And it's like the same person, but like
He
they-
doesn't
they
have
chose
any
a
social
path. Like
media.
his dad chose a path to be a doctor, and then there's the path that Andre chose.
And he decided once I did this, all of a sudden, late stage, he's like, I'm going to start a band. I'm going to want you to do video. I think he's copying me.
Is he
now.
really?
Ah.
Can we have your
He,
dad?
wa-
on
he
the
wants
show?
to, he wants to connect you.
Can we- Really?
Or heart sound. Whatever it's fucking called. Yeah.
Andre and the Heart Sound?
Does jazz.
Give it up to. No shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can we have him and his band come on the
He
show?
doesn't
Because-
give a shit, yeah.
Please.
Yeah, you just can't.
This is where I eat.
You can't. As his agent, I tell you, he's not going to let this happen. You put up some velveteen curtains or something here, man.
All right. Well, what are your upcoming gigs, brother?
I'm gonna be introing Akira at the Bell Court next week.
No shit.
Nice.
I don't know if it's next week now. But yeah,
Might want to check that.
yeah.
No,
It's not gonna be with the jokes I did because those didn't work. But I'm gonna come up with something else.
Are you trying out material?
You're fucking. It
So,
worked one time.
I watch Akira at least once a year. It's like one of my favorite
Oh my God.
animations. Yeah, it's like it's almost a have to.
It's a 4K.
Molly, I like watching it on Molly.
No, what the, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
You don't need
Have you guys seen
fucking Molly
Common
to-
Side Effects? It's the animation
Yes.
style of Akira with like the fat heads and the small faces,
Yeah,
but
well,
it's
okay.
westernized,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
It's all about drug
But
selling.
even like
It's
the
really
little
good.
people that come up, is that not Akira when you see the little people in the Fever
Everything,
Night one?
it's so influential that it's hard to say what isn't. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's 4K restoration is going to be in Japanese. So get your glasses.
Nice.
I don't like it. I want English people talking. I get a little buzz, then he comes out. That's all I got to say.
No fan subs.
Spider Trump is here to stay. Not a problem. What is this, Captain Gold? All right.
Would you like another shot? sir?
No.
He's got crimes to fight.
Gotta get a spider buggy, drive out the DUI. Oh wait, and I'm in a fucking gay play about the first lady king of England called.
Playing the Queen of
I'm
England.
playing a bishop. And I beat the bishop every time. No, I'm Westminster. This sounds so fucking gay. This sounds so made up.
It's not gay. It's pretentious, but not gay.
It sounds so made up. It's not funny, and I'm gonna make it funny though. I'm gonna do funny English voices, You
Mike Myers.
especially.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the Bishop of Westminster going extra 3. You're gonna know.
Bill Cosby.
I would like
It's a fucking little bit of Bill.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Andre
I am so
Churchwell.
sauced after a fucking half a. Anyway, yeah. Bye.
He can't sweat through the suit, so I think the alcohol's just all in there.
In and out. He's breathing in and out.
It's very brave. Yeah, it's very-
Takes balls.
On YouTube.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him. You love him. He's a regular on the show. Please, everyone, give a warm welcome to Mr. David Friedlander.
Yeah.
Friends, countrymen, hey, how are we doing tonight? It's great to be here with. This isn't even on. Why did we do? Okay. Oh yeah, right. For the people who are watching. Love it here. Love what you've done with the place, which is not much. It's still the same garage. Great to be here with the craziest comedians in Nashville and the most confused comedians not from Nashville. What did I sign up for? I drove here for this? I was watching a little pornography earlier. Let's just say Vidi Vini. Yeah, because some of us respect the fucking theme, Spider-Man. I'm not just gonna sing Soundgarden parodies because I'm so important. absolutely. I walked in here and I was like, yeah, no, things don't matter. I can't. No self-importance here. That's my one Roman joke, though, that I wrote for this. When I searched Roman in my notes app, though, I did bring up this bit, which is not topical anymore. Did you guys see Elon Musk doing that Roman salute? Did you guys see that Roman salute? He was very casual about it. He was like, what is everyone mad about? Come on, it's a Roman salute. None of us are worried about him having Roman politics, though. I feel like he's got to know. No one's like, I'm worried he's going to build more aqueducts. I listened to a Joe Rogan episode with him, which I hate that guy, but if Elon's running the country, I might as well listen to what he's got to say. And he was like, it's ridiculous that people think I'm a Nazi. That's not a good impression. I thought I could just pull it out first try, but no, dice. He said it was ridiculous that people thought he was a Nazi, and it's like, you are a rich white guy from South Africa. You should be like, yeah, it's a bad look, at least. It's not a good look. I'm sorry. This is real. I asked I got a lot of Republican coworkers, and I asked one of them after it happened. I was like, so what'd you think of Elon Musk at that rally last night? And he goes, well, you know, I saw a lot of people making fun of a mentally disabled man, which is a weird take. The people, some were saying it's a Roman salute. Some were saying, oh, he just did that because he's autistic, which we all know like a million autistic people nowadays. It's 2025. It's a dime a dozen. None of them do Nazi stuff, right? Unless the ones that are obsessed with trains are for that reason. Is that barely a Holocaust joke? Yeah. A woman sitting on the floor of a garage just rolled her eyes at me a little bit. You guys drinking for St. Patrick's Day? Huh? Touré? I'm completely off theme now. I like to drink a lot. The other day, I blew a .08, which is crazy because I normally only date 6s and up. Again, none of this matters. I have body dysmorphia. You know it's a good joke when the setup gets a laugh. I have body dysmorphia. I hope. Okay. Am I the only one? Am I the only one that would rather have a mental disability than the body I'm currently in? Not you, shirtless man. No, okay, fine. I do try to be a body positive guy because of the way I look. I have to be. One time a guy asked me, he was like, David, you're kind of a skinny guy. How do you feel about bigger women? And I was trying to say, like, oh, I don't judge women on the size of their body. And so I said, hey, man, it's not the size of the boat, it's the motion of the ocean. Which, you know, was me trying to be body positive. I think I accidentally said, I'll fuck a woman no matter how big her dick is. Which I don't. I'm worried my mouth might be writing checks that my mouth can't cash. Yes. I want to stop doing jokes now and just keep this. I want this to end sooner. I'm just not gonna do Andre's singing bits. This is okay. Short joke, real quick, and I'll go over and sit in the chair and talk about whatever. Black hair, son. I can't do that. R.I.P. Chris Cornell. You would have hated that. No, this is, they say tragedy plus time equals comedy. So this show will eventually get funny. But I wrote this joke with that in mind. I think it should work. I was molested by my uncle 1 million years ago. Okay, do the math in your heads, guys. That's a lot of comedy. And we got a lot more coming up for you, guys. Deliciously nothing. Whoa.
Welcome. Yeah, we got Rev doing multiple roles tonight.
Someone's gonna do it. Mr. Freelander, how are you doing?
Got to turn it on at the bottom.
Find out.
Lights up. Yeah.
Hey, how are we doing tonight?
We're doing fine.
We're living the collective dream. I'm
This
just
is a collective nightmare, more like. You're right, folks. Am I right? This is a fever dream I had once, though, but it ended worse. How are you guys doing? What?
We're doing good, man. I mean, we didn't know if we were even going to do a show tonight with the weather.
Oh
and
yeah, Job's wrath.
something.
Roman panthology.
I'm glad you did your homework on it, though.
I didn't
We
have
didn't.
to. I'm just kind of a nerd. You look a little bit like Plato, in the sense that you'd fuck boys.
I knew that was coming.
Or wait, was that Socrates? Or was it all of
All
them?
of them.
Oh
I
yeah.
think it was all of them. Well,
Ooh.
we pledged tonight no sodomy, all comedy.
No sodomy, all comedy.
Would you like to do a shot?
Yeah, sure. Why not? It's the part of the show.
It really is.
Win in Rome.
Oh.
Hey, drop a message in the comments if you're alive and watching this.
Actually, they are watching it and they're pissed off because the sound's off, and I guess.
I told you to check it.
Mr. Blevins, would you like a shot?
yeah. Let's go.
Fuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Let's.
Anyone got a Roman
I'm-
toast you can do, like L'chaim or Slanja? Yeah, no salutes. Or salute though would be nice.
Salute.
Yeah, but in Latin.
All right, Mr. Mercer, hopefully he's okay.
Mercer.
It's now about time to
Probably
ask
him
who
right
is
there,
Mr. Mercer.
He was
He's
the
our
sound
sound
guy.
Oh, and he might be dead.
He probably
Ah, wow.
caught in a flash flood.
Gone too soon.
Well. Yeah.
Or he could be very old, gone at the right time.
He said, I asked if he's okay. He said, yes, I'm still good.
Okay.
That's the only response.
I'm going to text, where are you?
It does sound like he's forgotten he needs to be here. And there's no sound? Why am I holding this?
No, their sound is just uneven.
Hey, I'm doing the best I can. All right. So, have you ever done anything fucked up before since we're doing something similar?
He sat on a couch with a half-naked me.
That is sweating profusely.
There.
Oh my
This feels fucked up.
I mean, if
Doesn't
we were
feel
in
right.
our 20s, it would be a different type of party.
True, I am 30 now. This is sad.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, sorry, I'm younger than everyone in the panel. This is sad. This is sadder.
No, I'm saddest for you. You have a way
this is
out.
gonna be good. Hold on.
We got a caller, our first caller. Caller number 9, you're online with a bunch of sad old men.
Mr. Mercer.
Oh.
That's funny.
It's all good.
Have you been sleeping?
It's lovely weather to take a nap. Don't you like sleeping in on a rainy day when you have a job to do?
All right, well, we just wanted to make sure that you weren't dead.
Dead tired.
Dude,
All right.
you know how amazing that would be?
I think our sound is off right now. We need somebody to fix it.
But be safe getting here, bud.
All right. Bye.
All right, good. Bye-bye.
He does not sound happy to come over here now.
He didn't think he was having to go to work today.
Well, that was that, He's alive. That's the most important thing. It's pretty rough today. We had a lot of cancels. He's
I'm
only
about to
getting
get
paid half. I'm not paying him full.
Read one of the questions from your cards.
Would you like? All right.
Oh, he wants to play.
The first question is,
Do you want to do a shot? Do you want to hit this joint? Who are you?
This is off the fucking rails, man. It's-
All right.
We're a little more professional than this.
Mr. Freelander. Well, today has just gone. Like,
It's a goof
this
day.
I'm surprised this is happening. I am
It's
so
very
surprised
lucky
this
it's
is
happening. Very lucky it's happening.
Mr. Friedlander, David, would you rather anyone read your mind or see your search history?
Oh, see my search history. My mind's way weirder. Yeah.
I feel the same way. Like I purposely, just in case I die in my sleep, I purposely make sure that there's nothing in my search history. You know, if there is, you delete it.
There's just all kinds of porn, right?
No.
Well, what else would you be doing?
Well, first of all,
What else would you be? That's scary.
no, it's everything's deleted. Like I make videos. And like
Oh.
not
Oh,
those
oh,
kind
oh.
of videos,
So
but like for the show. But I gotta type in things in order to find different imagery, and then it gets weird. So it's just like if like when I start to type shit and automatically like I was like no.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Had to go through all this shit.
So anyway, all right,
Yeah,
what's
see,
the-
my search history is just stuff like longest bridge in the world and the dog from Frasier. It's not really anything it's weird, but not like in a
all my
bad way.
algorithms are bringing up like crocodiles snatching shit on the side of a fucking lake and shit like that. It's just weird things that normally would just kind of, dude.
That's pretty tasteful for the modern era of algorithm suggestions.
Komodo dragons and baby goats. I can't. I
Go
report
to the
them.
Nashville Zoo.
report
They
them.
have 2 Komodo dragons there. It is worth your time.
When did they get those?
I don't know.
He doesn't
I
work
don't
for the
work
Nashville
there.
Zoo.
I just am
He
a
just-
mouthpiece for the organization. They pay me for publicity. I don't manage the
doing
Komodos.
psychedelics at the Nashville Zoo is so great, especially when they have those lights during the
Zoo illumination.
zoo illumination.
Again,
dude.
go to the zoo. If you get a membership, you go 3 times in a year, you get your money's worth.
Can I just buy the membership from you? Or
No, you have to go to www.nashvillezoo.org.
Kashmir.
just the two W's.
Just 2 W's. It's
Okay.
a
Mr.
scam
Freelander,
website.
This
Yes.
will be our final before we let you go. All right, what celebrity would you want to punch in the face?
Which celebrity?
Would you like to punch in the face?
It's a tough one because so many of them are rapists. I guess Jimmy Fallon though laughs kind of annoying. It's not that funny, Jimmy.
Yeah,
All
I
right?
don't like any of the Tonight
Suck.
guys anymore.
What about Conan?
No, I've
What,
never,
guy
been able to
you-
get, I've never been able to get into that guy. I was a Leatherman guy. I didn't like Leno
Letterman
back
rules,
in the day
Conan
either.
rules. You're wrong on that. Colbert's okay.
When he was on
It's a
Comedy
dying
Central, he was
medium.
okay.
It really is. Not many people
Colbert
really
Report.
tune in. Like I actually like Jon Stewart. That's about the only one I'll watch.
He's
Jon
back.
Stewart rules.
Since he's came back,
Yeah.
the guy that was on before.
Oh, he sucked. I'm sorry.
I would say he sucked. but
the
he
British
wasn't
guy?
good.
John
Yeah.
or
Trevor Noah.
Noah. Yeah.
Or the voice, the different,
Did
the
he do Roman salutes as
non-American
well?
English
No,
accent.
which is weird. It's not a South African thing.
Okay.
What are your coming gigs?
Oh, yeah. I pulled up my calendar so I could say this. Hey, catch me at the Bunganut Pig next Thursday. And the Thursday after that, I'll be in Fayetteville Force Brewing. And the Thursday after that, I'll be at the Dive Motel. And the Sunday, April 6th, I'll be at Cyanide Cider. And April 3rd, I'll be at another place that I forgot. Sorry to the guy who's
What's your website? What's your?
Oh, yeah. Just follow me at D.A. Friedlander. That's how you pronounce my name if you were pronouncing it wrong, but spelling it right. And DA is the first part of my name. I'm running for district attorney, and I'm really hoping the comedy helps me get that gig. So DA Friedlander on Instagram. I post about all my shows there. The ones I remember, the ones I forget. It's all there, baby.
www.david.friedlander.com.
D.A. Friedlander / Nashville Zoo
.biz.
/ here's a look at my nipple again / what am I doing here / you turn 30 and you find yourself in a weird garage and there's a leak in the roof and there's you can see the silhouette of Andre Churchwell's penis so clearly and you just wonder what you're doing with your life. And that's where you can find me, folks. Hey, hey. Thank you for having me. So glad to be here.
Oh, thank you, brother, for coming out, man. It's awfully brave of you. Ladies and gentlemen, where's the camera? Look, man, please, Jack, hurry the fuck up. I don't know where you're at. New to the show, give it up, Mr. Richard Scudder.
All right. I think the last person might have been taller than me, but get this out of the way. What am I doing here? What are any of us doing here? The Channel 5 weather girls told us to all stay home tonight. For a little context, it's a bit of a rainy day here in Nashville. I don't know a lot about history, but I do know that the Ides is the midpoint of the month on the Gregorian calendar, and I know that the Ides of March are associated with March 15th, 44 BC, the fall of Julius Caesar. And so committing to this show, I went down a rabbit hole of research. And of the research that I did, the best question that I came across was, why do Greek and Roman statues have small little willies? In ancient Greek culture, this is the answer, moderation and self-control were highly valued, and excess was frowned upon. Therefore, a small penis was seen as a symbol of restraint and intellectual and self-mastery, while a large penis was associated with indulgence, vulgarity, and lack of self-control. So, to quote Bill Murray in Caddyshack, I got that going for me, which is nice. And moving on, the other thing I found is that, sorry, you got a 64-year-old man working a phone. The other thing I found, and this is a AI overview, ancient Greek and Roman statues often depict smaller penises because during that period, large genitals were considered aesthetically unpleasing, and small ones were seen as a symbol of self-control and, again, intellectual strength. I mean, this is really cool stuff. I read this, and I am feeling really good. So, Reverend, when I come over to do my interview in a minute, me and my small genitals are going to be coming over feeling 10 foot tall and bulletproof. And when Reverend, when he put me on the show, I definitely, had a little panic attack, and I started trying to lose weight, like a mother would ahead of her daughter's wedding day, and so I didn't have a lot of luck doing that, but I've never wore a toga. But I've worn weird outfits because I was on my middle school and my high school wrestling team. So I wore the singlet. And, they say there's two things that don't lie: small children, yoga pants, and third thing is a singlet, and I'll add a fourth, Andre Spider-Man pants. But here's the thing. We had wrestling cheerleaders, and wrestling cheerleaders, they sat there right on the mat side, and the one thing is that I never found that they gave me any added value. But what I did find is that for a guy that never had sex in high school, there are 8 former wrestling cheerleaders that can all vouch that I had the smallest pecker in the largest high school in the state of Tennessee. Let me leave on something that's not pecker talk. Okay, I'll come close. I might have 2 more. Do you think that it makes me homophobic that I will not eat a banana in public? Or do you think only eating bananas in private makes me. Never mind. Caesar figured it out. I will do one more thing. I added something new to my. I'm going to take this off. I added something new to my comedy routine recently. It's something new for me, and that is that I doing a celebrity impersonation. So it's Clint Eastwood stare. So I'll do it for you. Okay, half the audience thought I was doing Joe Biden. The other half guessed that I was doing Jeff Dunham's puppet Walter. And that's all I got for you tonight.
It's a long walk.
Looks like Nana with her blanket across her lap.
Dude, I had no idea how much
His
I
wife
would
was
sweat.
very nice of her to come in and put that thing on him.
Oh, yeah.
That's very nice of her. So is that your second or third wife?
That's my first. 40 years.
Wow.
41, actually.
Nice.
What's the secret?
You know, the standard thing is that she's always right, and that's the right answer.
Yep.
Sorry about that.
You gotta
Oh,
turn
here,
it on
there's
the
a
bottom.
switch on the bottom.
Oh, it's on.
Here, let me get you.
You gotta help me.
Yes, sir.
That's why my wife can't.
Yes, I help
right.
my grandma with her
Cannot-
computer all the
I can't-
time.
I
We
can't
can
even
get you
hardly
through this
travel
switch.
on business by myself anymore. Companies don't pay for personal assistants anymore. That's so 1990-ish.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, man. What got you into comedy?
Man, it's a funny story. Not even a funny story, but it's a true story on comedy. You know, I always felt like that I was pretty funny, and not per se as a stand-up comedian when I was younger, but I just always felt like that I've looked at life kind of through the lens of it's a pretty funny world. People ask me all the time, like, well, where do you get your material from? And I'm said, you know, just life, man. Just pay attention, you know. So I do that, and then what really got me into it more recently is, like a lot of people, not like a lot of people, but like me, I ended up getting married and having a child very young. So you know what? You focus on that. You focus on your kids. You focus on your job. You focus on making a living, and then 5 years later, you have your second child. Then 7 years later, you have another child, and that's where all your focus is. So what I really got into comedy is when I became an empty nester. So all this was just in the background, not really thinking about it, not going to execute on it or anything like that. And so the short version of the story is I got interested. I thought more about it. I took a class over at Third Coast Comedy, and I said, oh, you know, it's fun. I like it. So I'm still doing it for fun. I'm not really trying to beat anybody to the first Netflix special or anything like that. As long as it's fun is the reason I'm doing it.
Well, that's great. You could have
Nice.
been using it to avoid your kids that whole time, too. That's what I'm doing right now.
True. Yeah, it's funny. My wife goes to some of my comedy stuff, but she's not going to as much as she used to. Which, I mean, figure that out. Why? I mean, you've been to those places.
She probably doesn't.
Say hear the same
Jokes.
5 minutes over and over.
Yeah.
She's probably the first one to hear most of the jokes. I'm sure you use her to.
Well, I was doing a comedy club in South Florida in Fort Lauderdale, and she actually finished one of my jokes for me. I drew a blank. She just right in time. She finished my joke. Audience loved it.
That's fantastic.
She saved me.
That's called love.
She saved me.
40 years of marriage.
That is a long time.
Who's your favorite comedian?
You know,
Or top 5?
Top 5. Let me think. If I can think of 5. Let's see. We got David Friedlander. He's number 1.
He says no.
Fiesel's number 2. I really, you know, I kind of old school, man. I go back to Saturday Night Live when it was Garrett Morris, when it was Gilda Radner, when it was Chevy Chase. I go back to all that old school stuff. I really like it. I think a lot of these new comedians try to sound like the hot person. It's like a little bit of a copycat industry.
Yeah.
And it's just like when I think of somebody like, even when I think of somebody like,
There's There was this whole circa of eating ass jokes, and I got so sick of
Yeah.
everybody's eating ass joke.
You know what?
Then it turned it into like the aristocrat joke. You know what I mean? Like it just got terrible.
Until I got into comedy 8 months ago, I didn't know what eating ass was.
I know it still
Now-
lingers. There's
but
still,
I've only heard about it
Have you
100,000
eat-
times
have
since
you eaten
then.
ass since?
I think I have done a version of that.
Sure.
He's getting close enough.
I
He's
think I've done a
slipped
version.
Down
So,
just a little
did,
bit.
did you hit the taint?
Y'all don't go over my head here.
It's 41
Oh,
years.
Don't
man.
embarrass me.
How old are you?
Andre, could
Richard,
you illustrate where the
Richard, how old
taint
are you?
is in your
I'm
Spider-Man
63.
costume?
I turned 60. I turned 64 in June.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's like I was going back to like Steve Martin. Here's what I like about the old comedians. Like him or not, nobody's been able to what I call imitate and copy what
There
he
was
does.
a lot of
It's
more
very,
originality.
very original, and I like that. But yeah, I'm loving it. I'm liking it. It's fun.
Yeah.
And the best thing about it is that my debut in the comedy was Third Coast Comedy on stage on June 3rd, and what I have been so appreciative of, in all seriousness, is how much this Nashville comedy community had accepted me and brought me in.
It's very supportive.
And very supportive, more so than I thought. Again, I think they see that I'm almost 54 and don't view me as competition, so they all like me.
The big thing about the Nashville comedy is that there are cliques, and so like you'll find when you start really getting into it, there's going to be certain cliques that probably won't have anything to fucking do with you for whatever reason or the other. And there's like three main factions of the comedy scene in Nashville, and it's really interesting when you start to kind of like to get into those folks, and like they have a particular type of comedy. So you'll have these guys that are mostly like a crowd work, and there's and they kind of hang all together, and they're just kind of the crowd work folks, you know. And then there's the guys that are really kind of like stepping out of the box and trying to do something more than, you know, just standing up there with a mic, you know. And so like you'll start really kind of like notice and see the different varieties.
I know a lot of them starting out. I've heard we've had a lot of, you know, just brand new comedians on, and a lot of them is like I just went and just did it overnight one night.
Yeah.
Like that's how a lot of them just started. It's like they just like I can do that.
I think you hit a point in your life where you're just like, I could do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 64. I haven't learned about eating ass yet. It's time for comedy.
Got to get out there. I don't like eating ass. I'm not gonna
Who
Have
does?
you eaten ass?
No.
No. But how do you know if you don't?
I've eaten some pretty bad vagina before. It's like that should have been clean before I got down there. But
All right,
yeah.
Did you smell it before you got down there?
I mean,
I think we all did as soon as the pants came off.
I mean,
That's
as far as I want to go into
my
that.
mother was a nurse, and she never gave me any advice, but the one advice my mother did give me is like, don't eat smelly pussy. So,
But yeah,
Rest in peace,
Mom,
Mom.
I'm 10.
you need to know these things, son.
Blevins, have you anally officiated your wife?
Okay, so no, I've never
sucks to
gone
ask
there with
that.
the mouth. But then when after the post hysterectomy thing, that's was on the menu for the first time, right?
All right.
So I got in there for a while, but then I was in there for so long, I started to lose a little bit of respect for her. So we're not doing that anymore.
You're a dirty whore.
And before you ask me that
Things should
question,
never do to you.
before you ask me that question, sure, I'll take a shot.
Give this man a shot.
man.
Sure, I'll take a shot.
Poor guy had to wait this long for a shot.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty like lubricated at this point, but I also live here. I don't have to drive home.
That's why you got to do real man
Yeah, I
shots.
got
You
my
have
wardrobe
to.
assistant and designated driver right
So
out
anal
there.
officiating.
I guess I will drink to that.
Yeah, you don't have to drink to that.
You know what?
I've never eaten ass before.
I doubt that.
And I don't. Thank you. But also, no, it's a compliment. But also, I don't know. It's just like shit comes out of there.
Yeah.
I know everyone has a bit like poop comes out of there, but I mean, just like
No, that shit comes out of there, man. Yeah, it's not.
But it's like one of those things. It's like, you know, I know that that's on the menu for like younger folks, and I had a younger girlfriend, and it's just like
I guess if you eat Tide Pods, I guess you eat some ass too. I mean,
do a lot of fucking things. I mean, I don't know, man. There's just certain things that I just like. As I'm an old dude though, like I'm not 60. I'm like 52. I don't know how the fuck old I
yeah,
am.
pretty close.
But like back in the day, like that was never like
Nobody talked about that.
Yeah.
Seriously, I am not lying to you when I say that a comedian around here, Jason Alejandra, I believe, introduced me to that
Eating
verbiage
ass.
quite frequently.
Oh, just the verbiage. Just so we're
Yes,
clear.
yeah, oh yeah,
Just the
yeah,
verbiage.
yeah.
We had a
Yeah.
dude on in a band. He's like, I couldn't even tell you how much ass I've ate. Remember that guy?
I mean, but people are into it. I get it. I understand it. I mean, if you rub it down there, you're gonna, But it's just like it's a lot of nerves down there, they say, and everything. But it's just like, I don't know. I just can't get to the fact that like you've probably been like I fart so many times during the day.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just like shit comes out of your ass. Like I just don't get. I mean, I don't even really want to go
Fumes.
Fumes. Yeah, it's just.
I guess kind of like when you cough, a little bit of spit comes out, right?
I don't even want to kiss somebody if their breath is stanky, much less eat their ass. I'm just not into it. Now, if like I'm in like a new relationship and she's hot and she was like, "We ain't fucking unless you eat my ass," I'll eat some ass.
Just so you know,
Yeah.
You negotiate your way through that.
the hotlines
how
are
lo-
open.
How long? How long do I have to eat ass? 2 minutes. Okay.
Would you eat ass? All right, so
No.
would you eat ass for $1,000 for 2 minutes?
Nope.
$1,000 for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
$1,000 for 2 minutes.
I'm a little better financially set than that.
All right.
Yeah.
He's got a mortgage, man.
Yeah. I was gonna-
No, I don't have a mortgage. That's why I'm financially set.
All right, we're gonna ask us a couple of stupid questions.
Sure.
And then
I thought we already did that.
No, those
No,
were
this
the
is just regular questions.
those were the
They get
intellectual
tougher? These get
questions.
tougher? Ah. Wow.
so Richard.
Yes.
Mr. Scudder, would
Yes.
you punch your mom in the face or kick your dad in the balls?
I would definitely go with the dad and the balls. You don't mess with mama.
That wasn't an either or. That was.
You
you
don't
can do
mess with
both.
mom.
Have you ever been in a band before? You play music?
No, I like a little karaoke, but no band.
No shit. You ever been to Santa's Pub?
Santa's Pub?
Yeah.
Let me think.
You're from Kentucky, though.
You've
I
never
am
been-
from Kentucky.
Okay.
It's been a while, 50 years removed.
So tonight, you and your significant should go to Santa's Pub. I'm telling you. You have anything to do tonight?
No, my go-to song, I got it to do. That's it.
All right. So it's down the road.
Hmm.
If you leave here without going to Santa's Pub, you're gonna like. Please go.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my God!
Why would I
Can
change?
we all go to Santa's Pub tonight?
Why would I change?
Do you guys want to go?
I've
to
already
Santa's
thought
Pub?
about that. I thought about there's a new.
Everyone show up in togas and the
I mean,
Spider-Man.
yeah.
I can at least do Waffle House. Yeah, he's with us.
No,
Don't look at him.
no, I'll go to Santa's Pub. I'll GPS it. I'll go
You
there.
should. It's right down the road.
Call
Right.
Jason Alejandro. Let's bring him over to Santa's Pub as well.
I'll GPS it. What do I do? I put it in Google Maps. That's what I
Yeah,
do.
you-
Google, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Mr. Scudder.
Yes.
Your final question of the evening,
Oh, I
sir.
love this
Yes.
How many chickens would it take to kill a human?
One if he's really good at it.
Let's
One
give it up for
if
Mr.
he's really
Scudder.
good at it.
Thank you, sir, for coming out.
Oh, thank you.
All the way from Kentucky.
Wouldn't miss it for anything.
All right.
I'll go.
Actually, man, considering everyone everything we had to go through tonight, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. It's
Oh, bless y'all.
it's really great. We
Bless y'all.
braved the storm and the floods and HIV, apparently. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, shit. You know him. You love him. Mr. Feasel.
Frizo.
I can't believe none of y'all eat ass. That's a total lie. I believe that's got to be a lie from all of you, right? Okay. She was asking for it right here, and he was still saying no. But, yeah. If you don't know me, I'm a bouncer on Broadway, and I've been a bouncer on Broadway for many years. And over the years, I've come to the realization that being blackout drunk is a lot like being ages 1 through 3. If you're lucky, your mouth went up around the tit of a woman much larger than you, and no one can legally have sex with you. But weirdos will try. Weirdos will try. The other day I was working the door, and I saw 2 transgender people fighting in the street the other day. And I'm not used to that. Where I'm from, tran-on-tran violence is when the Vietnamese kids fight over the last dumpling in the pot. If you know any Vietnamese people, that's pretty funny.
But nowadays, everyone's gay and everything's gay and black and white and orange, and everyone's always asking what my pronouns are. Nobody asks me what my adjectives are. My adjectives, I think my adjectives are fucking / retarded. But I guess in that sense, fucking is more of like an adverbial intensifier, really. But if you want to argue over that, you probably don't know a lot about fucking or grammar, stuff like that. But I don't know where these people are crawling out of. It seems to me that the people that care the most about their gender and sexuality are doing the least amount of fucking for some reason. Like my gay best friend, he doesn't give a fuck about his pronouns. He's too busy actually having sex. By 8 p.m., he's already had sex with he, him, they, and them. But I love gay people, and I love religious people, but I don't get why they don't love each other, you know? I think they have so much in common. You know, religious people are waiting for a second coming. Gays are also waiting for a second coming. The church says Christ is within us. Gays have men inside them during penetration. The church calls us to be holy. What, more holes for more penetration? Come on. That's fucking gay, you know? Jesus never had a girlfriend. That's gay, you know? He died with hard wood on his back. Also gay. The last thing that he ever did was get his nails done and come back 3 days later to complain about it. I think that's about as gay as it gets. But I do like when people fulfill their stereotypes. Like when fat white women wear crop tops and their rolls start to gather in the front like udders. I think that's pretty funny. I like when people fulfill their stereotypes, like when black guys invite you to a pool party and everybody keeps their shoes on for some reason. I don't like when people fulfill their stereotypes, like when the racist white lady across the street from the black people at the pool party with their shoes on calls the cops. Like, calm down, Karen. They're just fucking water guns, I think. I do like when people fulfill their stereotypes, though, when the black guys at the pool party with their shoes on have sex with the fat white women in the cow print crop tops. I think that's just the way it is. Right, Andre? Okay, thank you. I'm glad. Thank you for but I think men are horrible, including myself. If I were to get cancer, I'd use it as an excuse to do anal. Be like, come on, babe, we only have so much time left together. But then I realized that men are so horrible and disgusting that even if the girlfriend was the one with cancer, we'd still be like, come on, babe, we only have so much time left together. And we have to fuck while I can still pull your hair. Women are kind, though. I'll be having sex with my girlfriend. Look, the sound guy's here, everybody. Yeah! Let's go. Check, check, check. You can just walk across. But women are kind, though. I'll be having sex with my girlfriend, and she'll be like, Fiesel, your penis is so hard. And I'm like, big too, right? And she's like, so hard. So hard. I'll get her back when she's about to come. She'll be like, talk dirty to me. And I'm just like rubbing her clit like a award-winning actress Viola Davis from The Help. You know? I'm like, you was kind. You was smart. You was important. And then she doesn't come for some reason. I don't know. But we'll do some one-liners now. How do you escape a black hole, everybody? You put it in the pink one right next to it. Back to the ass-eating stuff. How do you get your sister to quit walking in on you masturbating? You quit masturbating in her room is the answer. What do you call it when two epileptic lesbians have sex? Seizuring is the answer. Seizuring. What do you call it when I have sex with my ex-girlfriend? Necrophilia. She's dead. I got it. I think Andre might like this one. I like to call my dick a Bruce Banner because after we have sex, I'll destroy your house. No? Okay. It's the Hulk joke. It's okay. Do y'all know who Adam 22 is? If you don't know, he's like a podcaster that interviews rappers and porn stars. And what he does is he'll interview a porn star and then make a porn video with her and then post it to Pornhub. I think it would be funny if other famous interviewers like also started having sex with the people that they interview. You know, it's just like Chris Hansen. Like, you show up to their house with wine coolers to fuck a 12-year-old, and Chris Hansen's there to fuck you. You know, I think it'd be a totally different show. Or like, Nardwar, how do you know where my G spot is? You're Megan the Stallion. We've got to know. No, okay. We don't know that. Okay, I got one more, and I'm gonna get out of here, or two more actually. They're one-liners, so it's all right. What does a gay Middle Easterner do? Really hate women. Really hate women is the answer. And y'all want to hear a fun fact before I get over to the couch? Chances of domestic violence goes up by 40% in cities where the home football team loses on a Sunday. You know that? Chances of domestic violence goes up to 100% in literally any household that a football player lives. Thank you.
Well, I like your choice of just a towel there. I like it.
Yeah, I was late for the shower. Yeah.
The Roman bathhouse.
Yeah. A lot of twinks in there.
Did you feel powerful?
You always feel powerful around twinks. That's like their whole thing.
Do you have anything on underneath that?
I hope so.
I've got sandals on under there.
You look like somebody stole your rug and it really tied the room together.
The young Lebowski.
So what have you been doing since the last time we saw you, bud?
Jack shit, really. No, I'm just playing. Being a bouncer, doing comedy, trying to start new shows, fucking.
So as a bouncer, have you had to lay hands on somebody?
Every night.
No shit.
Yeah.
Right.
That's more of a personal choice, though.
Getting out frustrations?
Yeah. Some people just really deserve it. You know
I thought you were just a serial groper.
Who deserved it the most? What's like your most deserving of laying hands?
I watched a Mexican dude punch a girl in the face as hard as he could.
Wow.
In the middle of the bar. We got him pretty good after that.
Right on.
Justice.
Did you let her have a shot?
She was unconscious.
Oh.
So,
I mean, I'm sure
by the time it was over, it was a little late. They were all we arrested all of them also. So.
All right. Speaking of shot, do you want a shot?
Yeah, sure.
Right on.
Every time I do this show, my mom gets more and more disappointed with me.
Oh.
So invite your mom.
She probably shouldn't tell her that you're on the show.
Yeah, it's just she's super Christian and Catholic, and when I did those religion jokes, she don't like that very much. Yeah. No one really likes that very much.
When you're on this show, I mean, there's a certain like caliber that you have to hit as far as like being dirty and shit like that. I mean, you can't really come on here and like do clean comedy.
No, hell no. I don't want.
Yeah, meth addicted Drew Davis can get away.
Drew
with it.
Davis comes on and does different. Like he changes up. Like he reads the room and like that very first time he came on, he was so uncomfortable. Have you ever seen? I'll clip it if you guys have never seen it. But he was so uncomfortable. Like, and you could see the way like he would like look to the camera, like, "Please God save me." It was just the best.
I love
Drew Davis.
I love fucking Drew Davis. He hates everything that I stand for as far as comedy goes.
No shit.
But he was really one of my first like supporters. Like he was very, even though he doesn't like what I do, he was very supportive.
I'm actually surprised after getting to know him, I'm actually really surprised that he did our show. He was friends with one of our hosts, so which is why he did. But the fact that he keeps coming back every year,
oh yeah,
it's so great to have him here because I mean, he's a name.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I like when we got him to drink some liquor.
His podcast is chill too.
He'll come and get trashed. I mean, he comes in and he assimilates.
Call it trashed. He drinks like one.
He gets Christian. He gets California trash.
I've seen him lit. I won't say he was trash, but I've seen him lit.
I like to piss him off before he goes on stage.
Really?
Really gets him all amped up.
What do you do to aggravate him?
I'll be like, do you know Kyle Kennehouse, the comedian?
No.
He's like one of like the most popular gay comedians in the scene, like super flamboyantly gay.
Oh,
not James Holiday.
I've never. I know James. He won't do my show.
No, of course
not. But
not.
the other guy won't do the show either.
Yeah, but Kyle was hosting a show, and I was going on before Drew, and I was doing a roast of everyone in the room, and I was like, I got to the end of the roast, and I was like, let's give it up for Nashville's favorite gay comedian, Drew Davis, and he hated that. He hated that.
Did he really?
Yeah, he hated that. But he got so amped up, he just burned one down after. It was awesome.
Right on.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't think Drew's had luck dating the ladies. You could tell by some of the jokes he has. You know.
Well, okay, so this is the thing about Drew. Like Drew, he's trying to have an actual clean professional comedy career.
Yeah, the Clean Comedy Collective.
When he does our show, he's just slumming it. I think he gets to the point where he knows like he's gonna like he did. We have this side band called Oddlid, and Drew actually came and brought his guitar.
Yeah, he used to be in a band.
Yeah, he brought his guitar, and it was like 12 midnight. We finished the show, and then we decided to just fucking jam loud as fuck.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, right.
Do you know what his band was called?
Oddlid is a dildo backwards.
No, it was Vertical Motion was his
Oh,
band.
his.
Yeah.
Vertical
You
Motion.
know a lot of history of Drew Davis.
I love Drew Davis. He's awesome. He does a lot for the community.
No,
He's
Drew is a
badass
good
motherfucker.
dude. I have to say, it's like I recommend a lot of people to Drew if they're looking for shows, especially clean shows. You know,
You throw everybody else to Monty Hicks.
I love Monty.
I don't know who that is.
No. Andre knows who Monty is. So Monty used to be actually Monty was my very first co-host on the show when I was starting back in 2020.
Yeah.
And he was kind of like my Artie Lang. He would come on and we would get so shit-faced together.
Yeah, stickers are everywhere now too.
Yeah, and it's just yeah.
They just had the puke
But
man.
we did 2 solid seasons together, just binge drinking, and it got to the point where I couldn't do it anymore. He really couldn't do it anymore. But it was, I think it really kind of took its toll. He wound up replacing Monty when Monty left to do his own show and everything, and so he's my.
Is Monty a
Artie
black guy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did you read Black Guy through that whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone always
That's a good guess.
when someone tells me a story and I ask like, was it a white guy? They're like, are you racist? I'm like, it's an important quality of this story. It is. If someone's telling a story about a little Asian boy getting bullied by a black woman in the bar,
Sure.
it's important to know.
Have you been bullied by a black woman?
No, I watched a little Asian guy get bullied by a black woman in the bar, and then she punched the cop in the face and then got arrested.
Damn.
It was pretty awesome, actually.
So if y'all had to like whoop somebody's ass and then the cops
Arrest.
get there and then the cops beat their ass too.
Kinda, yeah.
Fiesel's the only one who's living an actual Batman life.
Yeah, I literally like I was the boss until recently. I got fired recently, but like
From the
How'd you
from the
fi-
bar that I
what'd you
work. I work
fire
at a
for?
new bar now.
Oh.
I don't know. I guess it's not okay to shake down drug dealers for money. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Well,
so
not
in
their
this
first
situation, wouldn't you just keep their drugs rather than like shaking them down?
Just
No,
at all.
just give me money if you want to come in here and sell drugs.
Oh.
Oh, he's on the take.
I'm extorting.
You're a
them,
dirty
yeah.
cop.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Was it lucrative?
Nah, it was all right.
Is there a bouncer internal affairs that's going to get after you for seeing this
You're
clip?
gonna lose your bouncer license, sir.
Nah, that's not a
So
true
would
story.
you do your bouncer job like dressed as Batman? Would you like stand as Batman?
The cowboy hat,
Okay.
black cowboy man. Yeah.
How much
Like
pussy
blackface,
has
would you do it in
bouncing
blackface?
got you?
I'm a girlfriend guy. I always have a girlfriend. I don't really do it like that. But women are whores out there, man. Dude, my old boss fucking. No, not in like real life, but like on Broadway.
Yeah, they're there to have a good time.
They're
Yeah.
drunk on Broadway.
Yeah, like-
that's the Hawk Tua
Like,
girl.
yeah, like I'm seeing people at their worst 100% of the time. But like my old boss, I've never seen someone get more pussy in my entire fucking life. Like literally like 5 or 6 times a night, a middle-aged like pretty woman will just come up to him and be like, "Can I suck your penis?"
If you
Just in
own your
front of
own establishment, though, that kind of
If you own the venue,
sure.
I still think the owner, who's a billionaire of the bar that I worked at, didn't get as much pussy as my old boss. 100%.
Right on.
Well, he's also like a tall, light-skinned black guy, got everything going for him. Fucking. Well, no, he's dark, but
He just might be tan.
Yeah.
but he crushed a lot of puss for sure.
So it's a relatively new year. What are your plans for this year, Fiesel? Do you have anything that's going for? Do you have like a show that you're writing? Do you do a special going on?
I've been working with Nashville Universe, doing the music thing where I host like writers rounds for like original musicians, and then I'm combining that with comedy. So the comedians go and do an hour of like a writers round type thing where it's 3 of them at a time and they talk about where the jokes come from and stuff like that.
Storytellers, but comedy.
Yeah, and they kind of lay into each other. Friedlander did it the other day.
It was good. I had fun.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. But hopefully we're gonna move that show to Broadway And I had my own show on Broadway for a while. That got canceled, and we're looking to start a new show on Broadway. And then I think I'll be starting my podcast next month also. So we're gonna have to do a switcheroo.
Definitely
Nice.
bring
All
us
the
on.
guys.
Bring us on.
Yeah.
Bring us on.
And then
You gotta buy a bottle though, man. That's the one thing. We'll come on for a bottle.
oh yeah, I got you. Easy. But I'm also trying to get jacked this year.
Just hilariously jacked. Is that your, yeah, yeah.
He's going straight on Carrot Top. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just-
Whoa,
dude,
that's
he's pretty lean, man.
Well, the plastic surgeries was really kind of threw me off on him. He's looking like the original Catwoman right now. To be honest with you guys.
Eartha
He
Kitt.
was like
Eartha
Eartha
Kitt.
Kitt. He was like Eartha Kitt.
Rough times out there when you want to fucking.
You want to see some prop comedy?
Dude, I've been working out at Planet Fitness every day. Have you ever been to Planet Fitness?
Oh, it's the
Dude, I had a
worst.
buddy say that they started like sounding some alarms on him because he
Yeah,
was
the honk
overdoing
alarm.
it.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm just working out. I
Like,
don't
if
know
you
what the
yell-
fuck's going on.
If
Like,
you yell or
alarms.
they have a hunk alarm.
It's a.
So if you
they don't want
yell
people-
or
they
like
don't want-
slam the
They
weights,
don't want meat wagons sitting around looking
Yeah.
in mirrors. Like when you go to a real gym, there's always that guy that's just Schwarzenegger, just loves to just look at himself. He's
And-
so creepy.
I love that you put the gauntlets on.
Yeah, they don't really
Gladiator.
fit that well. They're kind of going up and downy.
but dude, fucking Planet Fitness knows what they're doing. You know
Oh,
who's
it's a racket.
You know who sponsors the ball drop on New Year's Eve?
Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness.
You know why?
Hmm.
So, if you can think, Planet Fitness preys on fat Americans' New Year's resolutions.
Oh, yeah.
And so they make 50% of their.
There's a whole market
That's a
strategy
smart
around it.
tie-in,
They
man.
make 50% of their profits in their first financial quarter because they get all these. They market to them at New Year's Eve. They're like, fat person's gonna be like, I'm gonna New Year, new me. I'm gonna buy a year-long membership, right? In that
Yeah.
first month,
Yep.
they're gonna go 10 times, and then they've got your money for a year, and then they don't go. And I just think it knows what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like they got candy at the front.
Well,
front
it's a big
desk.
thing where they say the majority of people who start like at a gym wind up not going.
Yeah. And then they put all the
It's a
cool,
willpower thing.
They put all the cool machines next to each other by the mirror, like the bench press and the leg press, and they put like the vagina penis Kegel machine like in the back against the wall
They
at
have
the
a
urinal.
Kegel machine.
Yeah, dude, I did it, and I was like, oh, this is easy with my friends, and I was doing 150-pound Kegel or whatever, and then I was like, this is so
Gotta
easy.
keep it tight for you.
And then I went home the next day, and I literally felt like I got raped by a priest. Like it was literally like I couldn't open my legs for like
Yeah, it's like football practice
multiple
doing the
days.
duck walks. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was horrible.
You got muscles you didn't even know you had, and they burn like fuck now.
And every time I sit at that, like they have like a handicap, what's it called, machine? Like we just kind of go like this. You know?
Okay.
People that can't walk.
Yeah.
Cardio. And every time I sit in front of the TV in front plays an anime.
There's a TV in front.
Yeah, there's a TV in front. It's like a hamster wheel, and then you
Yeah.
play. Every time I sit in front of it, they play a bipolar medication anime commercial.
Yeah, it's targeted
That means-
advertising.
Yes,
yeah.
they know what they're doing. They're
100%,
watching me,
dude.
and they know what they're doing. And
They're
they put the-
learning you. They're studying you.
Yeah, they put the. I think it's hamsters, honestly.
This episode is brought to you by Abilify. Thank you, Abilify.
Do you know the medicine? Oh, dude, but it's an
personally
anime
on it.
commercial. I'm like, who are they writing this for other than me?
You,
Yeah,
yeah,
it feels
that's
very
wild,
weird.
dude.
Yeah.
Feasel.
Yes.
That gets into
I'm
simulation.
gonna ask you a couple of questions.
Okay,
sir.
good.
What is your weapon of choice in the zombie apocalypse?
Katana.
I can see it.
Do you think you could wield a katana?
Yeah, I train the blade all the time.
You train the blade. Is that a euphemism for masturbation?
No. Like
Or
in
you train
college,
the blade.
in college, I practiced with my. I had 20 katanas, and I practiced with them
that
every
tracks,
day.
dude.
He's been working out for the zombie apocalypse for a while now.
Oh man.
Dude, I could slit a leaf this big.
I have a
Instantly from
theory
sheath.
that with people with katanas, I think the crazier you are, the more swords that you have. Like my mom was batshit crazy at 70 years old, taking martial art classes with swords and shit. And I'm just like, come on, bitch, really? Feasel,
Yes.
would you rather lose your sight or lose your hearing?
Would I still be able to talk well?
Yeah. I mean, that loses after a while if you're like when you're deaf, you eventually go, da, da, da.
Yeah, you can't.
On YouTube.
I get, dude, with all these retarded guys they're bringing on Kill Tony, I feel like I can
That's
still
true.
do it.
Dude, I saw a video of a bunch of retards today singing Down-Eyed Girl. I was just- it was the most amazing thing. There's a cooking show that shows up on my feed all the
Oh,
time.
yeah,
those
those two
three
guys.
retarded guys
Yeah.
that are like cooking and like.
Oh, the Down syndrome guys?
Yeah,
yeah.
like
That shit's funny as fuck,
dude,
man.
there's like one that kind of knows
I ain't
what
eating
he's
that
doing.
shit.
No,
I don't care if it looks decent or not. I ain't eating it.
Does it ever combine with your crocodile algorithm? Because that's a good mishmash right there, dude.
No, but that would be funny, like to feed Down syndrome. Never mind.
No. I think what would be funnier would be Down syndrome crocodile hunter.
That would be fun.
That would be funny.
What would the
should
voice
write
sound
that.
like? What would the voice sound
I'm not gonna do that. My
Okay.
cousin has Down syndrome, and I love him very much.
Yeah. There's a limit. There's a
What's
limit.
your-
He does have a gravelly voice though. He does. He has a
Oh.
very gravelly. Like,
Yeah.
The Down syndrome cousin.
yeah, he's like, even though he's like, ever since he was like 13, like deeper than mine. He's also strong as shit for some reason, so I really think he could take a gator.
Yeah.
And we're from Louisiana, so we've got
probably
all
eat the thing when you're
yeah,
done with
to
it.
help him for
Yeah,
sure.
man.
We need to make that happen. We're going to make that happen.
Down
All right.
syndrome gator hunter.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, I
Super
would watch
Rev's
that.
algorithm.
I'm being serious. I would watch that.
Faisal, what are your upcoming gigs, man?
No one books me to do anything.
No
Ever.
one likes me.
Really. No one asked me to do shows. No one asked me to do showcases.
You need to make
No
friends,
one asked.
man.
I don't know. Everyone like Zanies has been putting me up at the open mic a lot, but that's
But you're doing Zanies, though.
at the open mic. But
Well, I mean,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
still.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a tape for like 100 people.
100 people.
Yeah, there was like it was like the last 2 weeks. There's been a shit ton of people
Wow.
in there, and I did a good set. I got that tape on my Instagram, and then I did a tape on my birthday last Wednesday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. And then yeah, I got that tape coming out soon too. Yeah, it was a combination of what I did there. So you've already seen it, but no one asked me to do anything. Book me to do something, please.
Hit me.
But you can watch it with his shirt on. Check him out on.
Yeah, ready? I'm gonna stand up now.
Woo!
Yeah.
Had pants on the whole time.
All right.
All right, give it up one more time for Faisal.
Peace out.
Diesel.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, new to the show, let's welcome Dom Carr.
Dog.
Hey, what's up? How you guys doing? I still don't, know what's going on right now. we got a gay black dude and and a Spider-Man outfit with his moose knuckle out. We got another older black guy, triple OG, with a trucker headset. What? He's not in the truck. he's just here. And then 10 of the whitest people I've ever seen in my life, in white sheets. Hey, guys, are we okay? Can we leave? Looking up here, you might be wondering what I am, what race. I get it all the time. You don't know whether I own the gas station or I'm going to rob it. You don't know whether I dance reggaeton or pray 5 times a day. It can get a little confusing. But no, I'm mixed, black and white, the old-fashioned kind. And kind of like Drake. You guys know Drake. Yeah, it's kind of like him. The only difference between me and Drake is that Drake is black and Jewish, and I'm black and German. So, better. Yeah. People always ask me when I was growing up, like, yeah, was it weird growing up with a white side of your family and then a black side of your family? Well, my mom's from Germany, and when they found out she had 3 mixed kids, they were like, you got to go. So I don't know those white people. Whole time growing up, I just thought I was full black, Yeah. Even though I had a white mom, because, well, she still called us niggas. Hey, old Ursula. She's a hoot. She's a hoot. I'm getting older. I'm like at the age where if I have a slip and fall, it could fuck up my whole life. I just gotta hope it's at work. Yeah. Well, I'm hanging around with younger people now since I'm doing comedy, and they use different words, a different vernacular than us older people. Like, you guys ever heard of the word ableism? Ableism, it's whenever you don't treat disabled people like you would anybody else. And I was like, I don't want to be an ableist. Am I that? And then I thought back to high school, and I was on the wrestling team, and I had to wrestle a disabled person, and I fucked him up. Yeah. So I'm an ally. Incel. This is a new one for me. It's guys who don't know how to talk to women. They're probably on the video game in the basement all the time. Nerds. That's what we call them. Or my favorite though is Sigma. Sigma. These are these guys that are real swole. They're clean, and the difference between them and incels is that they can get women. They just choose not to. We used to just call that gay. I don't know why they had changed the words. I get mad about irrational shit. I don't know if any of you guys do. I get mad about irrational shit, like grown adults who chew with their mouth open. You know what I mean? Tighten up. Do something about that. Or stuck-up dogs. Just let me pet you. Just want to pet you. My dog's not stuck up. I love my dog, Lil Cujo. He's the shit. He'll let you rub his belly and all that. He does do this one thing where, like, he's always digging in my backyard. He digs up my whole backyard. And I chastise him. I get on him. I punish him. But then I found out that he was dying. Yeah, so I didn't feel right, punishing him for digging in the backyard. So I let him dig his own grave. Nah. I think donkeys are the most badass animals. If you think about it, like they protect livestock. They'll kill fucking coyotes and mountain lions and shit. That's fucking tight. Yeah, they're like one of the only species of animals who laugh. I think that's cool, and they get to fuck Mexican prostitutes. You guys ever been to Tijuana? It was a good time. Like, I think women complain about men whenever they don't last long. Right? I don't get this because, I think all you need is 5 minutes. Maybe that's not all you need, but that's all you're getting from me, Because I'm like a shotgun. After so many pumps, Big Daddy needs to cool down. And cool down. So, I was dropping some dick off in this girl's drawers the other day, and she got mad at me because, saying I busted too quick or whatever. My whole thing is just like, it's like, I'm paying you. What the fuck? The service industry's in shambles. All right, guys, it's my time. Thank you. I'm done.
Dom, welcome to the show, sir. Would you like to do a shot?
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
You already know what time it is.
So, what got you into comedy, bro?
Well, I always loved comedy. Like, I grew up on, like, Comic View and shit like that.
No
and
shit.
I always wanted to do it. I was in the Army for a long time, and my boy, he took me to Austin. I signed up for Kill Tony and got on.
So you did Kill Tony.
My first time was on Kill Tony.
So how many times?
Your first time doing comedy was...
Yeah, my first time was doing comedy.
Did you kill?
Stupid.
Did you kill or did they make fun of you?
I fucked. I mean, I bombed. The first.
Right.
I bombed the minute. The interview went good. I got like a big joke book, but.
Did you really?
Yeah,
Nice.
but.
Hey, to the big joke book.
Heck yeah, man.
Oh, hell yeah. Cheers, baby.
And now your boy Heath Cordes is down there.
Yeah, he's down there. I talked to him right before he went. Got him and Ogre went down, and who's hilarious.
Yeah, Ogre's the best. Man.
Fucking monster. But they went down, and he was like, he knew I had been on, so he was talking to me about it. And I was just looking at him like, dude, if you get on that stage, he's not letting you off.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah.
And he got jokes, So I was like, he's not letting you off. He went down there. He ended up staying because, what's his name? Dude used to be on the Norm Macdonald podcast. He does.
Adam Egget?
Adam Egget. He does the, like, booking for the Comedy Mothership. And he saw him, and he was like, you got to stay. And he just stayed, ended up getting on there now. He's out there doing that shit. Shout out.
Nice.
So what got you into comedy as far as, like, to get up on that stage? Like, was there, like,
my boy was like, you're going to do it. And I was like, I ain't a bitch. But whenever he called my name, I hit him in his ribs. I'm like, I'm not going up there.
So before then, you had no inkling of doing comedy at all. Like there was.
Well, that's why he told me to get up there. I always wanted to do it, but you know.
So
I
you're just one of those funny
motherfuckers.
motherfuckers. Everyone just kind of told you like you should do comedy.
Yeah, because I tell stories and shit, and then you know they just always hit with them. It's just crazy shit from my past
Right on.
and shit like that.
So you just literally went to the comedy mothership and decided this is the day.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Wow.
That is it's impressive.
It's a heck of an origin story for sure.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite comedian?
My favorite, like I like Norm. That's my boy.
Yeah.
Like it's like
Note to self.
Yeah. So he's not who I am like on stage, but like you always want to be like that. Who doesn't give a fuck? Like really.
Well, you
people
also
say they
don't want
give
to
a
be
fuck.
the type of you don't want to emulate the guy that you actually are really into.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
You just influence.
Yeah, he burned his NBC career for the sake of comedy.
Yeah,
yeah. That's,
I love that
yeah.
shit. I eat that shit up, man. He didn't give a fuck. And then now he's out. I mean, he's dead.
Dirty
now.
Work is still one of my favorite.
Oh, it's the best.
Oh, God.
That ruined me as a
Hookers
kid.
in the trunk.
I've never seen it.
Oh, it's the best.
what?
It's
I've
like
never
a-
Artie Lang and
I-
fucking Norm Macdonald.
directed by Bob Saget, and it's like a '90s rom-com almost, except for Norm Macdonald's in it. So it's just his idiosyncratic beats.
Well, I
through
was
the whole
gonna
movie.
watch it originally because of Artie Lang.
Yeah.
But it was never available anytime I was ever like looking for it and everything.
In the
And
last 30 years, it hasn't been available.
I've not seen it. No.
It's on Tubi right now. Go check it.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
definitely on too.
Next time I do Molly, I'll sit down and I'll watch Dirty Work.
You still doing Molly now?
Dude, I love Molly.
You
like
don't
that's
feel fucking hungover afterwards?
I don't get that way, and I also do it for like a therapeutic thing. Like I've really kind of like I used to have really bad general anxiety, and I don't have it anymore because I do like Molly every once in a while because you have to have a reset.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reset that I've really been I can't do mushrooms because if I do mushrooms, especially by myself, I make life-changing decisions. Like every time I do mushrooms, and I have to do it in a like I've done mushrooms on the show when it's all of us together, and then I'm not thinking about shit. I'm like in the moment and everything. But if like I'm at home and I'm doing mushrooms, and I'm like. Last time I did mushrooms by myself, I divorced my wife. I quit my job. Like I completely like changed my whole fucking life around.
Midlife crisis.
And these
No,
were
not even.
shiitakes,
It
too,
wasn't-
by the
it
way.
Not even a midlife crisis.
It wasn't even a midlife crisis. It was just like, what? I'm not doing anything with my life. It's just like I was buying DVDs and CDs in order to occupy my time. I was like, I found myself where like it wasn't the, I'm a creative and I wasn't creating.
Yeah.
With that in mind, though, it's like with the anxiety, like doing Molly like every 60 days has got me to the point where like I don't take medications anymore. I completely don't have to deal with big pharma. I'm not on SSRIs. I'm not on Xanax. I was on Xanax for 13 years.
Ouch.
And I didn't even, because I was on it consistently, I never knew I really had a problem. And when my therapist essentially came to the point where they're like, well, we're just going to redo everything all over again and you need to find Jesus. At that point, when my therapist is telling me I need to find Jesus, I know that I'm done. But I also had to wean myself off of that shit because I have heard all the stories of people trying to get off of Xanax.
You can
and
drop
shit.
dead on benzos.
Well, the seizures and stuff that they
Yeah.
talk about. So what I wound up doing is each week I was on 3 milligrams of Xanax a week. Or a day. 3 milligrams is an insanely amount. When they start you on Xanax, it's 0.25. Dude, I didn't even realize how much Xanax I was on to the point where I realized I had to get off of it. Then I was like, oh, fuck.
Well, 13 years is a long time, sir.
To be straight on it. So I wound up over the course of 6 months, weaned myself off of it, stopped doing fucking therapy, and I was kind of lost there for a while until my daughter gave me 4 points of Molly. And that was life-changing. Like, I felt like the anxiety shatter and break like a glass suit of armor. It was insane. It was, like, life-changing. And now, like, I can enjoy myself again. It's like, I wouldn't be doing this right now if it wasn't for Molly. There's no way I would be in a social environment if it wasn't for Molly.
Yeah, I called you one night, and you're like, I'm like, what's wrong with you?
You were like, so like I was tripping, and he was like, "Are you drinking?" I was like, "No, I just love you, man."
I'm pretty sure I was shit hammered. You know, I'm the one
You were
drinking.
trash, but it's good. It's good to have bro moments like that, man. Have you ever done Molly?
Oh, yeah, I did pretty much all
Yeah.
of it. besides heroin. I did that. Everything else.
I think there's things that you could probably go through life not doing, and heroin is probably one of them. Yeah. Blevins, have you ever done Molly before?
No, never got into the psychedelics too much. Yeah.
When I first did Molly, I didn't realize it was a psychedelic.
Yeah, because it's like a party. It feels like a party.
Well, I've always been afraid of it. Like they've always told me, and I've always been afraid of designer drugs, especially. I've never done ecstasy back in the day when that was big and popular.
Yeah, I did do ecstasy.
But my daughter, like my wife gave me a quarter or an eighth of an ounce of mushrooms, which that's when I decided to divorce her. And it was just
Who gave it to you again?
My wife, my ex-wife.
Yeah.
She gave me an eighth, which is a heroic dose, by the way. Anything over an eighth of an ounce.
So
I wound up quitting my job.
Getting divorced because she gave you shrooms.
Technically, yeah. My daughter gave me 4 points of Molly, and that made me realize that I could live again. Because dude, you don't realize like how bad people get with anxiety. Where I was like, there would be times I would be getting off of work, sitting in my car for 30 minutes, not even leaving the parking lot, deciding whether I was going to drive into an oncoming truck.
That's terrible, man.
I thought that was just Tuesday.
Yeah. I mean,
when I did Molly, it gave me I was like, oh my God. They're like, they lied to you. When you go to therapy and shit, they're like, there's no magic bullet. Guess what? There's a magic bullet. And I'm telling you right now, there's a magic fucking bullet. Like to the point where like ketamine is a big thing. I've never done ketamine. But people are going and they're having the same effects through ketamine. I would love to fucking try it. I would love to be able to like anything that works that causes you to like live the rest of your life and not kill yourself. That is like the biggest. We're probably gonna get flagged now for what I'm fucking saying with fucking.
You're
This
pretty good
episode
advocate
brought to you
here
by
for the-
Molly
for the
and
Molly.
Abilify.
I'm completely against SSRIs,
Yeah.
man. Like I did that fucking juggle where they like every 60 days you go back to your doctor and they're like, did this work? Nope. We'll put you on this other SSRI. And 60 days later, like, did this work? Nope. We'll put you on this right here. And your doctor, for the most part, if you're going for anything other than like a boo-boo, a stitch, or something like that, they're
salesmen.
They're salesmen. They're drug dealers, and all they're at that point. Like if you're
Legal
not going,
drug dealers.
that's all that they're doing is they're selling you the biggest thing, and they don't give a fuck about what actually works. Like when I went to my psychiatrist at the time, and I asked him, I was like, well, hey, have you heard about ayahuasca or DMT and blah, blah. He scoffed at me.
Yeah.
A psychiatrist, a man who went to medical school for how many years? 16 years? How many years?
Yeah, but it's all indoctrinated
He
too. It's
scoffed
like this
at
is
me.
the
It's
way. This is the only way.
Exactly.
They don't want no Frankenstein.
Oh, I've
out
never
there,
heard
you
of
know?
anything like that.
Yeah.
And scoffed. It made me feel bad. And like after that, our relationship was bad. He wouldn't shake my hand anymore. He treated me like I was there just for like I was there for the Xanax.
You're seeking drugs.
And the Xanax was the only thing that was keeping me together. But I'm doing the research. Robert Sapolsky. If you're dealing with anxiety and you don't know who Robert Sapolsky is, you're doing yourself a disservice. Like when I started to really kind of get into like what could actually fix me, I was being scoffed at. And then I know we're going long, but it's one of those things where it's like when I started asking the questions, they shut me down. But when my own daughter was like, hey, you need this. And when I wound up doing that fucking MDMA, it was like life-changing. And when I cried out of joy, just pure joy. I texted my daughter, thank you. She was like, you're welcome. She knew exactly what was up. I didn't have to fucking tell her. It had been fucking a month before, since she gave it to me and everything. It was such a life-changing thing that I realized that there are people out there that are killing themselves because these people are pumping them up with all these fucking drugs that are may cause suicidal thoughts and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
When there's shit that's out there that actually fucking works that will save fucking lives, and they're peddling fucking drugs to people to keep you fucking buying this drug month after month after 13 years. I was buying Xanax just to keep myself from not fucking, just so I can work, so I can get in my car and turn the fucking key and drive to the fucking
I mean, it gets
place.
deeper than that. Why do you think there's a snake wrapped around that needle?
So
It
that
gets deeper than that, guys.
So
Conspiracy theory. Straight up.
start going into that.
You'd be the best cult leader, dude.
So let's ask some questions to Mr. Dom. I love your name, by the way. Is your name really Dom Carr?
Yeah.
Is it really,
First
you
Jimmy
were
says
born with
so.
Dom?
Well, Dominique. But
Dominique, all
yeah.
right. Almost feel bad asking him this question. Would you like to do another shot, sir?
Yeah, let's do it.
You'll need a shot for this question.
Damn, how bad is it?
Well, these are our top 20 questions from the show.
All right.
And
Thank you, sir. Now you doing one?
No, I'm good.
Blevins has been part of the show for a couple of years now. He knows the drill.
Yeah, you got to pace yourself if you want to make it.
Yep.
Otherwise, the bucket of shame is right around the corner for you.
Actually, someone stole the bucket of shame.
What? Fiesel, where's your car, dude?
The bucket of shame does not exist anymore. It is gone. I don't know where it is.
Where am I supposed to puke?
In November, our last show was the very last time we had the bucket of shame, and it is gone. It is nowhere to be found. So to the bucket of shame.
To the bucket of shame.
I didn't even know it was gone.
Dude, everything walks off here. So many mics
Yeah.
have walked off.
Yeah, that's bands though.
Yeah.
Well, you saw that one guy one time. He's like, "I can't find my mic. I'm taking."
I
this
wasn't
one."
fucking with him. He was going to fuck me up.
That guy.
There's a dude that literally, like, he couldn't find his mic, that he brought his own mic. So he just decided to take one of ours in front of us.
He only did 7 years in prison.
Yeah. and he was so lit. Like, he drank so much. I'm not going to say that he was a badass. Like, if I was sober, I could take him.
He's a big guy.
If I was sober, I could take him. But the fact that I was drunk and he was drunk and, like, you could look at him in his eyes and tell that this man was,
He'd
like,
kill you.
he would kill you.
He doesn't give
Yeah.
a fuck.
He-
You
and then,
see
like-
it in the eyes.
And, like, he gave no fucks. He was like, well, I can't find mine. I'm taking this. Directly put it in his cargo shorts.
All right, have a good night.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man.
Luckily, I found his mic, so it was an SM58 for an SM58. I didn't care, but we started putting our stickers on all the fucking mics after that.
It would suck to get your ass beat by a guy in cargo shorts, though, I got to say.
As a man who wears cargo shorts. Dom, sir, what song would you choose to play every time you enter a room?
Let me get Semi-Charm Life.
Fucking hey.
All right.
All right, back to the dirty work references.
This is actually the basis of the show. Is your time truly wasted if you enjoy wasting it?
Fuck no.
All right.
If you enjoy what you're doing, fuck it.
That's right.
So, like, the basis of this show, Deliciously Nothing, the channel anyway, is just that it's from it's called Lekker Nixon, and what it translates into Deliciously Nothing, where people in Denmark, they take 20, 30 minutes to just sit and do absolutely fucking nothing, just to chill. And I think that, like, you know, when our show is just like to just do absolutely nothing, just to fucking chill. And whether we, you know, have some drinks or fucking puff or have a conversation or whatever, it's just taking the time out. And I think everybody needs to take a time out. And I think very few people these days are taking a time out. You know, do you take a time out?
I take a time out until I get home from work every fucking day. I got the kids, and I'm like, they know not to fuck with me the first 30 minutes to an hour.
It's very important
I
when you get home.
decompress after
Exactly.
fucking all that shit, you know.
Do you work 40 hours, right?
50.
50 hours.
I just flew back in from Grand Rapids, man. I had a hell of a fucking Thursday, fucking supplier up in fucking Grand Rapids. Yeah. I had to fly all the way up there for fucking took me 5 minutes with the fucking figure out wrong. These fucking dummies couldn't figure it out.
Right.
It's fucking bullshit, anyways.
We need the manager to call into the hotline. We're going to straighten this shit out tonight.
No, their plant manager was gone, so they was like literally chickens with their heads cut off up there without that guy. Right. Anyways.
Bill Evans, do you have a 40?
A 40. A
Hour
40. Oh, yes. I work from home, so, you know, I just sit in my
No
underwear
shit.
most of the time. Yeah.
How do you find a job where you can work from home? Please, someone, like, tell me.
You gotta work for the CIA, sir.
Well, that's not happening. Cause
You're not gonna get
watching me.
clearance.
Yeah,
You're
no.
not getting
Like, when I was in high school, I was investigated by the TBI, and I was pulled out of class. And this is probably not the show for that.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Statute of limitations.
No. The statute of
They
limitations
still ain't
definitely
found
off.
that body yet.
How many guests do we have? I mean, we got 3 more people.
No. Get to it.
All right, so like tune in next week. I'll tell the story how I was investigated by the TBI
Ooh, a
and pulled out of
teaser.
high school.
All right.
It's big. It's
Okay.
actually really big, and it's a kind of a misunderstanding, but I brought it upon myself. So, actually, I'm going to start telling stories that I've never told before. Like last year, I told a story called "The Old Man Downstairs" that I've never told before.
Oh, I love that.
So
Yeah.
my personal friends have like talked to me how much that they liked it too, and they're like, "So who is it?" I won't tell them who it is. Anyway, it's just like I want to really. So I got two stories. Like one, have you guys heard of the back rooms? Like obviously there was like this.
Yeah,
thing, but-
back rooms. Yeah.
Okay. So I have a story that when I first told the story, I thought it was a ghost story. And then as I got older into like the mid 90s, I started getting into the whole simulation theory and everything. And when like The Sims came out, the video game, that's what's really got me into the whole idea. Is like, oh, The Sims is definitely possible. If you got losers that are going to sit around playing The Sims all day, if you have an alien that has a lifespan of 900 years and they're going to take 80 years to play your character, it's completely fucking possible, right?
You're all the way in.
I feel bad for the guy who's playing my character right now, dude. That's sad.
The controller of me is a real shithead, I guess.
I'm telling you. But I have a backroom simulation story that I've never told before. I've only shared it to one person. One person shared it with me. The story happens. A year later, I share it with somebody else. Some shit happens. Originally, I thought it was a ghost story, but I really do think it's a glitch in the Matrix story. So it's called The Glitch in the Matrix, or I'll call it The Very First Day I Got High. Everything that's ever crazy has ever happened to me is when I was high, and nothing ever happened to me until I got high. But this is the very first day I had, and I'll tell it next show that we do 2 weeks from now. I'll tell that. But it's.
So we got to take a look out for Backrooms, and what was the other one?
I don't remember.
High School.
TBI
So
investigation.
the TBI could actually I'll TBI one tonight at the very end of the show, so I'm not wasting anybody's time.
All right,
If you guys still want to hear it,
we'll see.
but right,
We'll see.
Dom, what are your upcoming gigs, brother? Do you have anything coming up?
Yeah, well, you just follow me on Dom Car Comedy, Clown College podcast. We do a podcast, Huntsville skits and shit,
All right.
and then interview.
Is it called Skits and Shit?
No, it's
Oh,
called
that's
Clown
cool.
College
It was.
podcast.
All right.
Yeah, it's just some.
What's the basis? What's the
We're
premise?
some open micers. We started 2 years ago. We're some open micers who just interview, more established comedians,
All right.
get some game on it, and then we shoot skits and shit.
What kind of names have you had on there? Renard Hirsch.
Huh?
Have you had Renard Hirsch?
I don't know who that is.
Oh, ha! Right.
I don't know anybody around here. I ain't
Look up a
from here.
Renard Hirsch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They around here or something?
Mhm.
No, okay, yeah. I don't know nobody around none of these places.
Mike Black, DeHerm. You ever had DeHerm on there? No, you don't like DeHerm.
Sativa gonna come on.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Yeah, Brad
Yeah.
Sativa, he cool shit.
Now Brad's
Scotty's-
great. He won't do this show.
won't.
I've got like a list of people that will not do this show. And I
blacklist
grant
is-
it. I mean, it's a garage. We get around. I understand.
Nah, that shit was fun. It's cool. Different. It's different than a motherfucker. It's cool shit.
Dom, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thank y'all, man.
Yeah.
Thank
All
you,
right.
sir.
Dom. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, also new to the show, let's give it up for Mike Holland.
Oh man, thank you guys. I always wanted Spider-Man to clap for me. I appreciate that. I'm glad tonight was Toga night. This is what I wear to date night at the Olive Garden. Some fine Italian cuisine. It's delicious. A little bit about myself. I'm about 6 feet tall. I like long walks on the beach. I'm what the doctors call morbidly obese. Yep, and I cry when I poop. I just hate good. I just hate goodbyes. That's what it is. That was a delicious meal, and I gotta say goodbye to it now. But I was a 10-pound baby, and I was born vaginally. My dad still hasn't forgiven me for this. Just the other day, he came up and he shook me. I was like, Dad, shaking baby doesn't work this way. I'm in my 30s now, buddy. But yeah, so I'm fat, and I was even fat as a baby. So that's always cool. Just recently moved in with my girlfriend, and her 3 boys. She has 3 kids. Yeah, it's like I had like no kids. My first marriage, I had like no kids. We had a couple dogs, and she's like, "Oh, I got 3 kids. Let's." Yeah. I am to your mom, boy. So that's cool. There's some positives to living with kids, Like I can eat corn dogs at like 9 in the morning now and watch cartoons in my underwear, and now I have like company with me. He's like, "Oh no, it's cool. Just hanging out with Aiden today." not a big deal. There's also some negatives. There's one of them. He's 9 years old. He likes to talk shit about Pokemon. I don't know shit about Pokemon, but I'll fight you whatever you want to fight about, kid. So let's fucking do this. And he'll get all mad. And he's like, "Oh, Mike, you're fat. You're stupid." And I just get down, look him right in the eyes. I'm like, "Dude, I just fucked your mom in your race car bed last night." Yeah, go lay down. I'll change the sheets later. Yeah, he's. I'm like, "Yeah, dude. There's no comeback to that. Sorry, life's not fair." But I know I'm going to be a better role model than my parents. I remember surviving my abortion. I was yep. I was just minding my business in my room, and my mom came in with a clothes hanger and a Dyson, and she was like, "Come here, you little bastard! You ruined my life." I'm like, "No, Mom, you can't do this. I'm 21. This is a like 322-month abortion." Or murder. I'm sorry, this is murder. She said, "No, it's a 322-month abortion." I just fucked that ending up. My apology, but guys. But yeah, so I think I'm going to be a much better dad than, role model than my parents were. Speaking of parents, my dad, he likes to play this drinking game where he watches the news and he drinks a beer, and he gets shit-faced by 1 o'clock. So I'm sorry, I fucked that joke up too. Damn. Just fucked that up completely in my head. It's a toga, yeah. I'm not used to. That's right. It's the half-naked spider, man. No, so it's my dad likes to drink. My dad likes to drink a beer every time he gets mad watching the news, and so one night, he's just completely shit-faced, and he's like, "Hey, I wrote you a joke. You want to hear it?" I'm like, "Yeah, Dad. Let's hear this joke." And he's like, "All right. There's 2 dead heterosexual kids." I'm like, "All right." He just pauses for 30 seconds. Like, "Mom, I'm used to TV." Like, just ignores him. And he's like, "Oh, that's all I got so far." So if anybody knows how this joke ends, I would love to know. I have some theories. First, I have questions. Like, why are there 2 dead kids, Dad? How do you know they're heterosexual? Like, come on. Like, there's so many gaps in this story. But I have one theory. There's why the chicken crossed the road. 2 dead heterosexual kids. That's why. Or knock knock. Thank you guys for saying who's there. Appreciate everybody's. 2 dead heterosexual kids. That's who. But see, I went to the dentist yesterday. No cavities. I do have a sensitive prostate. I don't think he's actually a dentist. But he's got really small hands and he takes my insurance, so I'm grateful for that. But let's see, what else we got going on here? I'll tell you what, since there's been a lot of gay jokes today, I've noticed that you don't do a lot of gay jokes where I'm from in Louisville. Like, they're just not as common unless you're a gay guy. I can't walk up and do a gay joke because I guess my looks. But I had a friend who came out to me and was like, "Mike, I'm gay." I was like, "Dude, I thought your dick tasted like shit." Well, thank you, guys. Y'all have a good night.
Mr. Holland, sir, welcome.
Wow, look at that. He's got the laurel and everything, dude.
How y'all doing?
Good. Thank you for coming out, sir.
Of course, yeah.
What time is it? Anybody actually know?
It is 9 o'clock.
All right, so.
We'll be in by 10.
No, we're good.
I got nothing else to do.
What got you in comedy, sir?
People always tell me I was funny, but I guess I just thought they're like funny looking, you know? And then back in June, so was that like 8 months now? My actually girlfriend over there, she convinced me to go up and try open mic.
No shit.
And it's been a blast ever since.
Nice. Where was the open mic?
It was at the Caravan in Louisville.
Oh, okay.
The comedy Caravan.
Sure.
But they took the comedy out.
Oh, it's just a caravan now.
Yep.
All right.
What are your favorite comedians?
Well, somebody already stole Norm Macdonald. That's probably number 1 on my list.
Nice.
But, I'm a big Greg Hahn fan. I don't know if you guys ever listen to him. There's another guy, Willie Griswold. They're more like kind of Indy, Ohio region. Willie Griswold's dad's actually Tom from Bob and Tom.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, so those are usually my favorite ones that I listen to the most.
So what specifically got you into comedy?
I just wanted to go up and see if I actually was funny or just the
Well, how did-
obnoxiously big guy.
So just to
How'd
try.
it go?
I actually got a lot of laughs my first time. I
Nice.
did bombs like my third time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
That's when
that was
it
terrifying.
hit the ceiling,
dude.
hit
That
the
was like
floor.
6 minutes of just like, oh god, just shitting my pants, having a panic attack.
Oh
in
my
front of
god,
strangers.
that first bomb, that drive home is you're just questioning every decision that led you to that.
But you
Mike.
gotta have.
I
that.
got an extra half-pound Arby's sandwich on the way home that night.
Yeah, the big Montana
gonna
is
cure
the
this
only
sadness.
thing that
Extra
can.
cheddar, yeah.
Oh, it'll take those tears right out.
Potato cakes. It was delicious.
Oh, you're a cakes guy. Okay.
So, all right, so I'm gluten-free. So,
Oh,
so I
yeah.
take the bread off, and I use the potato cakes as the bread.
Oh my God, we're learning things tonight,
right?
guys.
You don't get this
Wow.
body without trying, boys.
Wow.
Bought and paid for.
Bought and
Hell
paid
yeah.
for, that's right.
So, what kind of comedy do you enjoy, like, normally?
I love fucked up jokes. I like the things you're not supposed to say.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you try that when you're actually doing your open mic?
Sometimes I do. I try to work it in, kind of read the room before I go up there. Like when my grandma's at one of my show, like doing the show with me or something, I can't tell like my offensive grandma joke or anything like that. So it's
I thought you said fisting grandma joke for a
Oh.
second. No, you said offensive.
offensive. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You should add a fisting grandma
You wanna hear
joke.
the grandma joke?
Let's
You
hear
don't
it.
like
I do.
You don't like fucked up comedy?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
What's the
We're
worst
in a
part?
garage.
Yeah. What's the worst part about going down on your grandma? Hitting your head on the coffin.
Oh.
I actually didn't write that. That's my girlfriend. She's heard that. My cousin actually called me like 4 a.m. and told me that.
Plus, there's the shovel and the digging ahead of time. I mean,
Right?
that's
I
hard
got
work.
that back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
like,
hard
I
work.
need
Too
a
much work.
cousin to call me at 4 o'clock in the morning
That's
with
a
the
good
fucked
cousin.
up joke. That's a good
Yeah,
cousin.
Absolutely.
Right.
Right.
He's high on crystal meth, and he just had to most certainly let you know before daylight, before it disappeared.
Mike would like a joke about our grandma. She's dead.
Is it about the personal grandma?
So
Is
how
is he thinking about his actual grandma?
We've had a lot of
Like, our
guys.
actual grandma's dead.
There's shared grandma. Yeah.
We've had a lot of guys that are from Louisville, like what Ken Ray's from Louisville.
Ken Ray, yeah.
That Lee Churchwood or Lee. God, I can't remember his name. He's bald-headed, older guy.
Ball
Lee
head.
Greenwood.
Yeah, maybe no.
That's
Either
the
way.
God bless the USA guy, isn't it?
No. I can't remember his name, but he's been on a lot. Anyway, there's been a bunch of people from Louisville. What is it like up there? Is it?
It's a good scene up there. There's a lot of shows going on.
Are they still doing the
there's a ton of
strippers
open
versus
mics.
comedians thing?
They are. That's actually, I want to say, in 2 weeks.
Nice.
2 or 3 weeks now, yes.
That is a show I actually would like to
I don't know if
see.
you guys ever, the guy that hosted it, puts all together, Uncle Randy. He's
Uncle
Yes.
hilarious. dude. Yes.
Uncool Randy.
Uncle, yeah.
Oh,
well,
okay.
He says uncle if you're nasty.
Cool.
Sorry, yeah, I forgot his actual page is Uncle.
No, Randy's great, man. We've had him on the show before.
Oh, yeah, he's funny. He's one of my favorites.
Let's go to the questions. Would you rather do 5 years in prison or 20 years in a coma?
Let's see. That is a tough question.
Most people
Is there
choose the
like
coma.
prison sex involved?
Well, yeah.
I mean, you're
Yeah,
in
you-
prison.
it's-
Okay,
you're
I mean,
You're kind of a
Also,
big
man,
fella.
you're
I think
probably
that's your
gonna
Yeah,
choice.
yeah. So yeah, I think I'd just go with the 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you like ass fucking.
Well, sometimes. I tried it once, but it hurt my bottom. Made my fart sound like a yawn.
Have you ever been tempted to smack a person while talking to them?
Actually, no. Usually, I have a problem when people are talking to me. I just stop listening and like just wander off in my head, and then they get done like, "Oh yeah, good idea."
You're about to say, "Oh, you just walk off," which would be great if you just walked.
I have done that
Someone's
before.
talking to you, you just walk off.
I have done
Man,
that
some people
before.
just got to do that too. If they don't stop, you just got
Back,
to go, man.
back in the day when I worked with customers, I had somebody complaining to me one time. I just walked away because I got tired of listening to them. I was like, "Oh shit, sorry, I didn't help you."
What are your upcoming gigs, sir?
Next Thursday, I believe, is March 27th at the B-side in Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's going to be a good lineup there.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Where's
Got
what?
any horror stories? My bad.
Any, like,
Horror-
like horror
horror?
stories? Like,
Horror stories.
Horror
what kind of
stories.
horrors you like?
No.
A strip?
Like horror.
Oh, horror? Like as far
Anything
as...
traumatizing on the road? Any bad gigs?
just that one time that I bombed, that was...
You didn't have no asshole like.
No, I
holler
haven't.
out?
No, I haven't like yelled at anybody like you're fat. Huh?
No hecklers yet.
No, I haven't had a heckler.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, I did.
It's time.
It's a coming.
I did have a host one time, like relapse in the middle of hosting, and he was like passing out on stage. That was an interesting night.
Yeah.
He was like, "Here's this guy. I don't remember his name." He just like tossed me the mic.
Fuck it.
Thanks for staying sober.
Thank you for coming out, brother.
Of course, thank you.
Fuck yeah.
Hell
Give it
yeah.
up one more time,
One more
Mike
time.
Hollins.
Mike Holland.
All right. We got Mr. 505.
Oh, shit. Okay. I didn't know. I had no idea. All right. How are y'all tonight?
Woo.
I guess we'll have some fun. Number one, thank you for inviting me to a toga party / clan meeting, I think. I have been feeling that vibe all night long. I have tried to stay in the corner to keep my eye on everybody here, except for the guy who's dressed like Spider-Man. It's just, we'll leave it alone. We'll leave it alone. I will be doing several dirty jokes because y'all need them. I want to make sure that we have an understanding about this. What is the best woman to have in your life? Nobody knows. Any. Can't go wrong with any one of them. Only women with good pussy can turn a one-night stand into a 3-year relationship and a child. Y'all remember that. Trap babies are definitely real. Getting trapped definitely happens more than you want to. I heard y'all say y'all are going to karaoke tonight. Are y'all really going? No, but that would be cool. Y'all aren't going to karaoke? All right. Okay, so yeah, they already left. They really didn't want to fuck with y'all, but that's okay though. My question is this right here: has anybody ever had sex right after the club? I'm the only one. Y'all guys suck in this bitch. So, has anybody ever noticed you seem like a raging alcoholic, so it's cool. Has anybody ever had sex with a woman after she's gotten back from the club and attempted to eat her pussy and it tastes like Hennessy? I'm the only one? Damn, I am the only grown up in here. All right. I'm the only one with real problems. Thank y'all. Thank y'all very much. Thank y'all very much. I just heard. Exactly. Also, in relationships, I've learned that I really don't need one. It's kind of useless. I learned how to masturbate and I learned how to cook at 12. So it's kind of useless to. Yeah, exactly. As long as you're not frying like bacon, chicken, or burgers, you can cook naked. I learned that a long time ago. It's cool. You can do that. Question that I've been trying to get answered for a while. Doesn't look like I got any of those here. Do studs wear panties? Or boy shorts? I'm the only one with that question. All right. Fat guy right here. So I'm pausing because I have a real question to ask. So you said you live with your girlfriend, right? Yes, sir. All right, I got a question. If you hear, do y'all have stairs in your house? No stairs? We do. There was something else you said weird too. I'm going to ask you about, but we'll get to that in a second. So there are stairs. So if you hear noise downstairs, do you get up and go check it out?
No, our basement's creepy as fuck.
Okay. Now, my question really is this. Do you sleep in bottoms or tops?
Naked.
You sleep naked. So if you hear a noise, are you going to put a shirt on or are you going to put underwear on?
You're breaking the house, you're gonna see it all.
So you are going to be a sex offender. That's what you are. Because you realize if you pull dick out on somebody that's breaking in your house, you now become a sex offender. You know that, right?
That's horseshit. Not if it's in your own house.
They can't charge you twice as a sex offender.
Yeah. That's nasty. He just said that he's going to fuck them. This is definitely not my kind of audience. But hey, I've been to prison before, so it sounds like y'all are going to do just fine when y'all make it there. This really sounds like the weirdest AA meeting I've ever been in my life. What's the sexiest thing a woman can do for any of you? Shut the fuck up. I'm the only one that feels like that. There are 3 rules when you go to prison that you stay away from. There's 3 G's that you must stay away. Does anybody know those 3 G's? Gambling, gangs, gay shit. You must stay away from those 3 G's. They tell you that on day 1. If you go in there and you get involved with 1, 2, or all 3, your life will eagerly change. It won't be fun. Anybody here been a great 14-year-old, 15-year-old? Have y'all noticed the difference between 14-year-olds and 15-year-olds? And when you were 14, exactly. I have got the biggest contact in the world. I have a huge contact right now. So I'm just gonna end this shit the way it goes. I have fucked this whole goddamn setup, and we are good. My name is Adrian Walker. I am Mr.
Mr. 505, he's got contacts for 14 and 15-year-olds is what I heard from his comedy set. It's on. I got you. Yeah.
Would you like a shot, sir?
No, I don't drink, man. I don't drink. I don't do anything, man.
Right on.
I drink a lot of water. But thank y'all.
You're a big fucker. I mean, you look like you're into like health and shit.
No, I'm probably the most unhealthy motherfucker you're gonna ever meet in your life, dude. I eat fried foods, all kinds of bullshit.
All right.
But I'm getting better with my life. I'm getting better.
Welcome to the show. What got you into comedy?
I've always studied comedy. I love to laugh.
How old are you?
I am 44 years old.
Right.
Oh, man.
I am 44. I am old as hell.
Me too.
And what got you into comedy?
I think just studying comedy. At one point in my life, I'm just going to be 1,000. I was homeless. During that time when I was homeless, all I had pretty much was my phone and a Bluetooth speaker. So what I would do, I would listen to comedy stand-up till my battery went dead, either on my phone or on my Bluetooth speaker. So in that time and in that transition, I just kind of fell in love with the art of it. I thought it was cool as fuck.
Do you have any influences?
Man, I think Corey Holcomb is probably my favorite. It's probably my favorite. I like really raw stuff. Big Mark Maron fan. I'm a big.
Heck yeah, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A lot of people talk about Mark Maron.
Yeah.
Big Ali Sadiq fan.
He's the best, dude.
Yeah. Yep. So I think those are probably my top 3.
Okay.
So
That's a good roster.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, Mr. Blevins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is your comedic outlook? Like, what are you wanting to achieve?
You know what? I do jokes, but not a lot. I really fancy myself a storyteller.
Well, that's a big thing now. I enjoy a good story.
That is I'm old enough now that I have enough wisdom to kind of just.
You have enough stories. I
got plenty of stories that like prison stories is what people want me to always tell. I hate telling them, to be honest. I don't mind, but I really hate it. Because if it's good for the audience and if I can save somebody from the tragedies that I've dealt with, let me save you. If you really are interested and you have that curiosity of what really goes on, I'm going to give you the raw and upfront truth. Now, one thing I do fancy myself at is I give all true stories, and if you've ever seen me live, I give very true accounts of things that you might feel unexpected.
So what kind of like personal stories do you tell?
Personal, as far as personal, I've told everything from like my first days in prison. Let me just do it like this then. So I went to prison on a 4-year sentence.
What was the charge?
I had a theft charge for $12.16 worth of water during COVID.
What?
I can't make this shit up. Which Andre here has heard several, but I can't make this up. So during COVID, the most number one, I was already on probation, so I need to say that part too. I broke a cop's jaw years ago, but that happens. Anyway,
happens.
Exactly. But during COVID, we all know that the most important thing during that time was hand sanitizer, water, and paper towels and shit like
Shit
that.
paper.
Yeah. So I went to your neighborhood, K. Roger. I bought all of my groceries, and I paid for everything with my debit card, and I walked out. And about 3 weeks later, they came to my door, knocked on my door, and told me about the water that I didn't pay for. Or by the
Whoa.
Exactly.
On the bottom of the cart?
On the bottom of the cart.
They actually tracked you down for that?
Yeah, let me finish.
Okay.
Yeah, let me lay. So, yeah, they came to my house. This is how they found me. They found me because I used my debit card, which everybody knows your debit card has an address to it. They came straight to my house. They charged me with the theft charge. By the fact that I was already on probation, means that I was in violation of my probation. They sent me to prison because I received a new charge. I went with a 4-year, literally a 4-year sentence, and the water charge ended up getting dropped. Even though, like, it got dropped, I was already there because I got the charge. So I went on a 4-year sentence. But I say all that to say this: my first cellies, I was in a handicap cell. I had 3 other people in the cell besides myself. One of those people had 126 years, another one had a 40, and the other one had 2 life sentences. So me being there with my 4, do you think I could really have like a normal conversation with anyone?
Y'all ever stole Aquafina before?
So when you get into a situation like that, it teaches you that you can't complain about anything that goes on in your life. Nothing. There's nothing at all that I can complain about now that I'm free. When I first started doing comedy, actually was 2 weeks prior to me getting off parole. So it was more of like a celebratory thing for me. I literally went to an open mic and I gave out cupcakes to all the fucking comics because I'm celebrating just being free. They don't understand that this shit is really saving my life because I'm not in the streets.
It becomes better than therapy sometimes.
Yeah. Man, this is like the best therapy in the world because I get to travel. I'm traveling now. I get to travel and do what I love in front of a group of people, and I really enjoy it. And I feel like I can save somebody from going down that same road because we don't know what somebody else is dealing with when they come into these comedy clubs. To be honest, it doesn't matter if it's a basement, a hole in the wall, a water park. I don't know what your struggle is, but if you can hear what I got going on and what I've overcome, and it makes you, I get it all the time. People come with, hey, that really helped me. I understand being on probation. A lot of people have been on probation. A lot of people have been fucked up in their life before. A lot of people have dealt with homelessness before. I can tell you that because I've experienced that. If you haven't experienced something, then you don't know. Then you'll just have that idea in your head, oh, it can't be that bad. Like, literally, I understand what it's like to have $100,000, and I understand what it's like to have not $8. So, you know,
man.
It is what it is.
It's perspective.
Next question.
Did you give out water bottles with those cupcakes? Because sometimes I get thirsty.
I definitely did not bring anything as far as something to drink. I actually gave a whole pack of them to Gary D because once again
Gary D.
Yeah, Gary. I gave a whole pack to Gary. He was like, "Hey man, matter of fact, he brought them up the other day."
And he weighed $1.80 before you gave him those
man,
cupcakes.
that's fucked up, man. Hey, that's still my guy. So it is what it is. It is what it is. What can we say?
The fact that you're calling Gary D your guy.
Yeah, he's good, man. Gary's a good guy, man. You know, I'm not a guy that talks about people.
Oh, he's funny.
Yeah,
he's the best. We love him.
I'm not a guy that tries to. I don't try to shit on nobody.
Right.
Just like you brought up the cliques and stuff like that. I am one comic that you will run into. I don't shit on anybody because I live by the fact of there is a comedian for everyone. You might not think that I'm funny because I am,
but there is somebody that does.
There's somebody that. Trust me, I get booked a lot now, so somebody likes it.
We're not shitting on Gary. We've had
No.
Gary on the show.
No, I never
he's
shit
a
on.
character.
You can't
He's a
shit. Man, anytime that you got a 300-pound white man with a ponytail, just know any white man with a ponytail, there is some danger on the way.
There's probably karate skills involved.
Exactly. He's like Gary reminds me of like what Dalton in Roadhouse would be. Like when they do another Roadhouse, he gets to play like that. You know, the original.
Yeah, he's gonna give the mustache rides.
Exactly. He's gonna give exactly. He's gonna hit somebody with a whip kick. You know, kind of like the Peter Griffin and say Roadhouse. I mean, it is what it is.
I can't see Gary Diaz that much. I would love to say it. Not that I wouldn't love to say it.
Roadhouse.
So we got a couple of questions.
Come on with them.
Actually, I'm going to ask this. Is Black Sabbath in your top 5?
Fuck no. I am not a Black Sabbath fan. However, I do like Danzig.
All right.
I do like I like old school. That's fucked up.
Mother.
That's racist. Tell your children not to come. Exactly.
Heck yeah.
See that threw you off, didn't it? I do like old school Metallica.
Heck yeah.
When it comes to like rock, when it comes to rock music, like old school stuff like that.
So what do you jam when you get in your car?
When I get in my car, I'm probably gonna be playing something like Don Trip or something like that. I'm gonna tell you what, it's kind of kooky though. I'm really a big fan of that damn dirt on my boot shit, that John Party.
Okay.
Got
All right.
dirt on my boots. Yeah,
All right.
yeah, I'm with that.
I can respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you are starving, would you eat a person?
Yeah.
That was very certain and very
Yeah,
quick.
without a doubt. I thought you had hard questions.
I think that there was more. I think there was more to the water bottle story. I think.
Exactly. I mean, you're like asking, dude. I'll be fully transparent with you on this shit. You can probably go deeper in those. That's easy.
Did you use a lawyer?
What? when I went to
for the water thing.
I will say this, my friend. I have had bad days and good days. Yes, I did have a paid lawyer, and my paid lawyer told me, "You're fucked on this."
How?
You're still asking me questions.
Yeah, I think all the kids at home want to.
All the kids at home.
Oh,
Let me tell
man.
you. Let me tell you why. Because
I got
during.
so bad.
Go ahead. Take your time. I'll work with the other guys. It ain't nothing wrong with that. That man been drinking for 2 hours. But as far as that goes, yes, I did go in there with representation. It just did not work out because the federal government was pushing that mandate. Also, you have to think that prison, I'm not going to say especially Tennessee, everywhere. When you have privatized prisons,
It's for profit.
it is for profit.
Yeah,
so,
you have an incentive to lock people up at that point.
During that time, you think about how many people got released early, and those beds got to be filled.
Oh,
back
yeah.
up. Those beds got to be filled up. You think about how many people died during COVID.
Yeah.
My first week, 6 people died
Oh, shit.
It's wild.
from COVID. So these are the things that you don't hear about around here. Like literally an hour and a half from right here, and you wouldn't even think about it. An hour and a half right here from this location, there was a warden that was taken hostage. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It really doesn't resonate. A lot of things are right here close to home and that are happening to. I'm not gonna say that they're happening to good people, but everybody that fucks up and goes to prison is not a bad person. Because at the end of the day, I went into prison, and this is an amazing thing that that nobody ever believes. I went into prison and I already had a bachelor's degree. Well, while I was in prison, I actually got legal as far as getting my welding certificate. I also got a degree in philosophy. Now, will I ever use that philosophy? No.
You're using it right now, dude.
But I do have a degree in philosophy.
Yeah.
Now, when you look at me, I know that's not what you see. Exactly. Exactly.
I think you came from
Hey.
the golf course behind
What is
Loves.
your favorite philosophy? Like, what is your philosophy for life?
Now it is compliments over complaints. I live by that. Versus you complaining to me about anything that's going on in your life, tell me a compliment. because I can tell you something that somebody else right now. What time is it? I don't even know. Let's check. So it's 9:25 p.m. Right now, there is a man that is probably fighting for his life and probably the sanctity of a virgin asshole over a zebra cake. Right now.
Zebra cakes are good as hell, though.
I've never found anybody that didn't like a zebra cake.
Yeah, man.
It's
I
just
take
something-
one for a Christmas tree, man.
That is fucked up for you to say that, but there is nothing wrong. There is nothing wrong with a zebra cake. I don't care who you are. A zebra cake just makes you happy. Come on with it.
Well, apparently it doesn't make you happy if you're about to get.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What's up?
Speaking of eating, what type of person do you want to eat?
I don't want to eat a dude, but I mean, if we're, I mean, if it's a lady that's got to be 8, she's got to get 8. I think that is just weird as fuck that you would ask me something like that. I'm definitely I was told if there was nothing else to eat, would I eat a person? So what type of person you gonna eat? I mean, whatever's available and chopped up. I'm skinning whatever it is. Let me tell you something. When I eat a deer or a fish, I didn't ask if it came with eggs. I never asked. I never asked when a cow gets cooked. I have never went into McDonald's and said I only want female cattle. So it is what it is.
He's indiscriminate about who he's going to eat.
Exactly. Your ass is dead. If it's just me and you and there's nothing else to eat, you got to go and I got to survive. So it is what it is. So if it's you, Andre, it's you.
That's a lean meal, though. You might get protein sick trying to eat Andre for a couple of weeks.
Well, I mean, your mind thinks better on protein. So this shit is so. And let me tell y'all this, man. Thank y'all for allowing me to come. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know this was gonna happen, and this is a hell of a bunch of people. This is a hell of a bunch. Y'all are a bunch of characters.
It's crazy as hell.
Man, but I've enjoyed myself. I can't say that I haven't enjoyed myself because I'm always up for new experiences. Like I said, when I was looking at that wall, that's the first thing I was thinking. I was like, damn, this shit really looks like it does when you walk in prison. I was like, somebody's about to tell me to shave my face or some shit like that. So when I look at this wall, I'm like, damn, this is that room again. But it is what it is.
I had a different experience.
In prison?
I never went to prison.
You went to county jail?
No. When I was a kid, I went to juvenile. That's about as big boy as I got was juvenile.
Juvenile ain't shit.
Juvenile was shit. Juvenile. I was held in a detention cell for a couple of hours. Then they booked my ass. Then they took me where a grown man watched me shower. Then I had to sit in a room. And then I saw my friend get booked and brought in. I watched him get showered.
So
that's just icing on the zebra cake.
Keep your
right
eyes
there.
off of him, could you?
So
I was laughing at him. I was like,
so you gotta look at that shit with a grain of salt. What? It's no different than because I didn't bring that up. It's no different. I looked at prison and like I say, I've been in multiple county jails, but
I'm not saying I've not done shit that would cause me to go.
Yeah, I get that. I'm not saying that you would or you wouldn't either. But what I'll say is this: I looked at it as the same shit when I went into the military. It's the same shit I experienced the day my first day. It was the same shit. When I went into the army, you go through all these tests. You
lose your rights. You lose your rights.
You can get all that shit back though. You can get all that shit back. I literally just got all of my record expunged, which was awesome. It cost me a shit ton of money. Hence why I'm still driving an older vehicle. But I was able to get my full record expunged, so I'm no longer a felon, which is awesome. Did I vote? No. And that's crazy. I literally got like my voting rights back 2 days after the election.
Who'd you vote for?
I definitely didn't vote. However, if I did vote, I would have did like anybody familiar with like the old Richard Pryor movies and shit like that. Yeah, I would have voted for none of the above. Because there was really no right answer. There was no right answer. Donald Trump is not the answer. And that's bad because I can say that I make over $100,000 a year, and people think that you're supposed to. I need to get cut off. That's what's up. Yeah. So, but like the reality of it is this: you're supposed to get tax breaks for certain amounts of money that you make. That's cool. But all the fuckery that comes, like, I'm getting ready to fly to, like, Vegas, and I'm scared to fucking death right now. I, like, literally, when I first got here, I can show you my browser history. I was literally looking to book cars to drive 2 days versus getting on a plane because I am scared to death right now. And I'm not going to blame it on DEI. I'm just going to blame it on 47. So it is what it is. Because there was no planes dropping in November.
Flipping over.
Yeah, there was no, there wasn't, I didn't hear, there's a plane crash every week now.
Yeah.
Once a week. But guess what? I ain't seen a Spirit flight drop yet. The cheap flights ain't went fucking nowhere. I ain't seen one. Have you seen a Spirit flight drop?
Heck no, dude.
Delta, American Airlines, all them motherfuckers dropping. Hey, now I got to pay for bags on Spirit, but it is what it is. Look at that. All right, I'm listening. Anyway, next question.
What would you eat with the person?
What would I eat with what?
With the person after you eaten the person.
God damn, you still asking me questions about that? Man, look.
No, bottled water, obviously.
Okay, so once again, I don't drink, so that's cool. I don't.
You'd be thirsty.
Look, if water is gonna be cool, a Monster, Red Bull. So if there's no, I hate this.
He's got a Stanley Cup for his water now. He's not doing that bottled shit no more.
So if there's no food available, what makes me think there is good water available? I mean, I'm probably eating blood and shit because I don't know if I'm to the point where I have to eat a person, then I probably am not gonna even wait on it to cook.
Just raw ass person.
So just
eat someone's face.
I mean, you gotta go. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
All right, what are your upcoming gigs, bro?
Upcoming gigs. I'm getting ready to do Vegas.
All right.
Vegas, LA, and Denver, Colorado. And then April 27th, I'm headlining at, for the first time at Joker's Comedy House.
Heck yeah.
In Clarksville. That'll be my first time up there. And we will be doing the story time with 505. And I'm finally going to go get to drop something that I've been trying to do since New Year's Eve. I'm finally about to start filming my special that's called Commissary, which will be my final time is hopefully telling prison stories. But it's an hour set that I have. It's called Commissary because commissary is necessary just like laughter. And we just go from there. That's where I'm headed with it.
Nice.
No, that's great.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, man. Well, dude, man, thank you for coming out to the show, man. We fucking wish you the best. Fucking, especially on your fucking special. What?
What the hell do you want to ask?
Oh, I'm about to clap for this.
Oh!
You about to clap for this? Hey, let me tell you something, man. I thank y'all for letting me come. I appreciate this microphone.
Heck yeah.
And I wish y'all nothing but luck. Y'all do have to come to my podcast as well.
Yeah,
if I do yours, you got to come and do mine.
We'll definitely come here and do yours. You got to have a bottle, though. Have a bottle ready.
Man, you know what? I give you better ask about me. I give weed and I give drinks.
There we go. We'll be there. We'll be there.
So what's up? I'm Mr. 505,
right,
man.
Mr.
505. Give it up one more time. All right. Thank you, brother. All right, our final comedian of the evening. Give it up for Jenny Krause.
Jenny!
You guys, I'm so excited to be here. My mom was like, "What are you doing tonight?" And I sent her a picture of this. The police are on their way, so I'll make it quick. But this is so fun to be in a guy's garage. Hell yeah, I made it. Something about me, I was raised Catholic, so I'm excited for Monday. It's St. Patrick's Day. I was Irish Catholic, which just meant my parents had more photos of John F. Kennedy than Jesus in my house when I was growing up. But he's two gorgeous men. One's slightly more gorgeous than the other, I guess, in their eyes. But I do think that's the reason. I don't really go to the doctor. I've found I kind of like forget that it's an option. Like if I'm sick, I'm just like, darn, I wish there was something I could do about this. But I think it's because I was raised Catholic, so I'm just very okay with suffering. Just very used to it. I don't notice it. Like if I get a scratchy throat, I'm like, oh, good, actually. probably should have a scratchy throat. You know, I doth covet thy neighbor's goods, be a little gluttonous from time to time. It's just balancing everything out. I don't need medicine, I just need to repent. And I'm like, I don't even know, what would a doctor even do? You know, I go in and like my knee, like, oh, I'd love to prescribe you anything, but with a pre-existing condition like, oh, original sin, there's nothing I can do for you. I'll go in when I stop being a heathen. Maybe then they can help me. But I did go into the doctor recently, you know, because sometimes you have to go in. You know, you like get a bump. So you have to go in. But because I don't go so often, I like don't know what I'm doing. I do know that I want them to like me. I want to be their favorite STD test of the day. And so I'm going to be honest, the last time I wasn't off to a great start. They were like, okay, can we have your insurance? And so I was like, well, I will do you one better. 2 insurances. That was too many. They didn't like that. One was expired, so that was their problem with it. But after we cleared up that minor insurance fraud, sent me in the bathroom with a cup. They didn't tell me what to do, but I figured it out. They wanted me to pee in it. And so I was like, okay, redemption. You know, I can get them back. So I filled that cup. I was so proud of myself. Honestly, like, I didn't know I had that much in me. And so I put the cap on, and I put it in the little cabinet for the freak on the other side of the wall. I was like, he's going to have fun with this. And I went on with the rest of my appointment, and I crushed it. They scheduled me for a follow-up appointment, liked me so much, wanted to see me again. And I left feeling, like, really good. I was like, man, they're probably talking about me right now. Like, did you see that girl? Did you see how much pee she put in that cup? Man, she's so cool, so pretty. Can't wait to see her again next week. And when I went back for the follow-up appointment, they sent me in the room with the cup again. And I was like, oh my God, you guys, our thing. Okay, I'll do it. But before they like fully sent me in, they were like, oh yeah, by the way, you only have to fill the cup to about that line. And that line was like less than half the cup. So I was like, oh my God, they probably were talking about me last week, but it was more along the lines of, hey, when that girl with the heavy stream comes in, tell her she don't gotta piss in the cup so much. That's weird. Nobody liked that. I was getting STD tested when I was at the doctor, and I actually shouldn't have been, because at the time I was just a very paranoid virgin with a bump. But you don't have to tell them that to get, you know, you can lie to get drugs, you can lie to get STD tested. So as far as they knew, I was like fucking raw daily. But they didn't know that, and they did the HIV screening, which is like a 20-minute rapid test. You get the results like in real time. And that's actually why they scheduled the follow-up appointment, because I tested positive on the HIV screening. And then I was like, oh, I don't think that one's right. I just thought some friction, and maybe what I wanted was for them to look at the bump, but they did not want to. So I was like, well, now I can't tell them the truth, because I don't know what's being worth, like being a liar or being a virgin. So I just was like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, that sounds good. And you might be thinking, like, did you really think you had HIV? And for a second, I did, okay? I'll remind you, I was raised Catholic, okay? If Mary can have a baby without having sex, you know, immaculate conception, maybe I can get HIV without having sex, immaculate infection. Okay, it's right there. I was like, that makes sense. But then it was just a false positive, so we were good, and I can go back to fucking raw daily. Thank you. I'm going to go sit on that couch now.
Well, I didn't see that language coming from you, man.
I don't know what happened. I blacked out for 5 minutes. So. Great to be here.
Welcome to the show. What got you into comedy?
Oh, I think attention probably.
All right.
Yeah, that's why we're all here, isn't it?
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I'm not, you know, I don't know if I have the body for other industries, and so.
So comedy.
So comedy it is.
Well, you're already getting into codependent relationships with your STD doctors. The comedy is just the right fit for that kind of personality.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what was the bump?
What was the bump? Oh, a pimple caused by a really assertive finger.
So you had an AIDS scare over that.
We did.
Oh, wow.
We did. And I was like, kind of like in my head freaking out, and I was telling my friends about it, and they were like, "Oh no, you're fine." And then to each other, they were like, "Oh my god." They were like,
Oh, she's gonna die. I can see it right now.
Yeah, they were like, we gotta wish her well. We gotta send her off.
They would make a Lifetime movie of your story, though.
They would.
Yeah.
They would. And I think all my friends were like, if one of us was gonna get HIV without having sex, it would be you. So it was all like, it was like, no, like if you knew me any better, like.
Yeah. What ill-advised set of circumstances led you to being in this garage? You're the one.
Exactly.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I end up here.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that's just kind of how I kick it, I guess.
Who's your favorite comedian or comedians? What's your top 5?
Okay, so I have kind of an annoying answer to this question, which is the women on my college improv team.
Oh God. Oh, sorry. That
Yeah,
was just
no.
that was my immediate honest reaction. I'm sorry.
Like in terms of like real, but I like copy them so much. You know, they do something, I'm like, I'm gonna use that forever. Thank you. You know, like I'm gonna just repeat that till I die. Otherwise, like John Mulaney, Bo Burnham. I feel like my generation, we love those guys.
Just tiny boys.
Just little boys. Those little boys that like, if I sat on them, something would probably break. Not like that. I was thinking their lap. Like if they were like.
Oh my God.
Sorry, I've been in this garage a long time.
Good contact, Buzz. Oh, speaking of, would you like a shot?
Okay, I feel like I'm a lady. I feel like I got to. I feel like everyone else has.
Well, all right.
All right.
But
We'll
are we,
definitely set
when
you
are we
up.
wrapping though? Because I do have to drive.
Well, we are wrapping very soon.
Right. Can I have a half a shot?
We'll give you a half C's.
Wonderful. For the lady.
For the lady.
I wouldn't trust his half.
I was.
It's gonna be above.
It's gonna have 100% of the Rohypnol in there, but it's only half the whiskey.
Perfect.
That's fucking. That's
so. It's
I
not
will say-
exactly half.
That's not even close to half.
That's
That's 75%.
And it is beautiful.
That's 3/4 fullsies. Yeah.
There's something you should like. Women in their 20s. They're like, okay, I poured you a quarter. Here you go. Like, take it, get in the Uber. Like that's.
To the Toga
That's
Party.
to the Toga Party. This is whiskey.
Kentucky Deluxe.
God bless Kentucky.
Wow. Took it like a champ.
The fact that we've almost killed a bottle on such a small evening is.
I was watching everyone do it, and I was like, everybody, like, they look so cool. I gotta do it.
What?
Well, when we actually have shows that are going more smoothly than that and a bigger turnout, we'll get people that come on. They want to do it. They want to do a shot every time, and we get like 15 people on here, and it's like this point where I've got to tap out.
Yeah, got
Like we've had shows that go like 5 hours, 6 hours at a time, and there's a point where it's just like I can't do it anymore. It's just it goes beyond binge drinking, and it's just like an endurance fucking contest.
Well, I mean, we've had shot battles before too.
We've
I
had
think the most anybody ever drank was like 20 shots, and that
23 shots,
Okay.
and that
Hollywood.
was Hollywood. Yeah, Hollywood did it. So
Rest in
Yeah,
peace.
but dude, when he got done, there's like footage back. This is back in the day when we were in Lebanon, in a little fucking shack. This dude like walks out and just
he falls face first. I got video footage of it. So basically, we have this thing. We all leave, and he stays in this. We were literally in a tool shed, which is like maybe an eighth of the size of this, like a tool shed that you would like store your lawn tractor in, right?
Yeah, lawnmower.
And then like, so we've all left. He's in this. We have this little set built in this fucking thing. And he's got cameras all on his property. What he thinks people are going to steal, I have no fucking idea.
He's got like 2 chickens. I mean.
And his 5 dogs. So anyway, he
The
walks.
dogs ain't gonna let nobody steal
No.
anything. But anyways, get to it.
He walks out of the shed, and as soon as he takes a step out, like the doors open, like double doors of his shed open up, he takes 1 foot out and face plants, lands straight on his face, doesn't put his arms out to block.
Fell like a woman.
Nothing. Just fell like a
Just
fucking
tits
load of
first.
bricks. His face the next day, he sends us
Oh,
pictures.
dude. Really got hit in the head with a shovel, man. It was
Dude,
fucking rough.
like it was just, I was like, oh my God, are you still alive? And then like sends us the video footage of it happening. I was like, you don't want to give me this. This is power.
I think he like laid there for a while and his like
no, he
daughter
didn't. His wife just stood there. His wife was like following him out. He face plants.
It's not the
just stands
first
there.
time she's had to deal with that
she
shit.
puts her hands on her hip and just waits for him to get up. Doesn't even try to help him. This show has started as a drinking show, so we would have these drinking competitions that would we had this one dude that was an MMA fighter. He came on, and y'all remember Monty Hicks, right? So Monty Hicks and him went up. So he beat Monty, but then realized that this dude had a record of 23 shots or 22 shots. So he had to break dude's record, even though it wasn't a fit. Dude wanted to jump in and battle him. It's it's too far ahead. He's not going to. But he broke dude's fucking record. It was 20. So yeah, he did actually break Hollywood's record. He didn't beat Hollywood as in a tournament.
Or the?
He was the MA guy. He was the Berserker. The Berserker.
My love for you.
That was insane shit, man. It was just dude, if you guys were to see these shows back in the day, man, they were just.
I thought that because I was I looked into what is this?
Yeah,
I still
that's
was
wise.
I didn't have
Yeah.
but there's so much lore. I feel like you just keep each at different points tonight you keep going farther back, and I'm like, when did this begin? It seems like it's always been.
It's always been.
Yeah, it's just always existed.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And it
It's
will
crazy.
Slowly upgrades.
It was
very
never
slowly.
supposed to be. It was just a joke. It was just literally just so what started this was I was getting ready for work, and I had the news on, and as I was going to the shower, I heard that the biggest earner of 2018 was $2.2 million. And I was like, who made $2.2 million off of YouTube? So instead of taking a shower, I got another cup of coffee, and I sat down, listened to the commercial break, the news that came back on, and it wasn't $2.2 million. It was $22 million. And it was that fucking Ryan kid who opens up presents, and he's like, oh, look at this toy I've got. $22 million fucking dollars. I had to go to work that morning.
He just keeps opening
I was
the presents.
so pissed. I was mad. I got to work. I was like, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I was so mad. I was like, I couldn't believe this kid is shitting his pants and has $22 million. I was so mad. So at the end of the
Jealous much?
Dude, at the end of after work that day, I wound up going to, play music with this dude, and I was ranting to him about this fucking Ryan kid, Ryan's World. And I was ranting to him. I was like, fuck it, we should get into this YouTube money. Let's fucking do a podcast. We have a camera, we have a fucking microphone. Fuck it, we're gonna do it. We'll have a drinking show. We'll get shit-faced drunk. It was our very first episode. We had Bobby Watkins, a guitar player from Screamin' Cheetah Wheelies, and dude, the 5 hours that we filmed, we could only show an hour and a half of it. There was a point where we left the podcast and went to go get more alcohol at the liquor store.
It's just rolling.
And it's
just rolling.
And we filmed the entire thing. And we showed it the very first time, and we've never been able to show it again because YouTube was like, nah, bitch.
This is not appropriate for anybody
It
of all ages.
Dude, it got the dude who I started the show with, and his daughter was the only person that was sober, so she drove us, and she went into this racist tirade. We're like, we're filming live.
Can you come back next week?
Yeah. Oh, it was so horrible, but it was we wouldn't be doing this today if it wasn't for that. So I'm
and
glad.
all these years later, $11 million we've made so far.
Oh yeah.
I think we're minus $11 million. We lose $200 every time we do one of these shows.
We got so cheap we can't even afford pizza anymore. We used to give Little Caesars, and people make jokes about that. Like, well, guess what now, motherfuckers? There is no Little Caesars.
You can't afford Little Caesars.
Nope. Times are tough.
I also I'm like, who am I? I risked my life in the rain, driving on the highway,
expecting Little Caesars,
hydroplaning to be here.
Where are your parents? Call into the hotline if you're out there.
So how long have you been doing comedy? Is this recently or?
So I I started doing stand up. I was living in the Bay Area, so I started doing stuff there a year ago. But I wasn't doing it as much as I've been doing it since I moved to Nashville, which was December. I've been here like end of November, December.
Did you move here specifically for comedy or for schooling or something?
I moved here.
Oh.
I'll let you know when
She
I
doesn't
figure
know
it
why
out.
she's
My
here.
best friend from high school is like my best friend.
Yeah.
And we were like, let's move somewhere.
Oh shit.
So you guys decided to move together.
And we moved together. Yes. And she was like, well, I've been thinking. We were thinking.
Like a best friend with benefits.
No.
It's our friend.
Well, they moved here together.
We did. I will say, like, sometimes, like, on the dance
ever
floor, we
kissed?
give a yes. So it's a tough look when I'm like, I live with just her and do like grocery shopping with her. Once in a while we kiss, but no.
You sound like a married lesbian
No,
couple.
exactly.
Honestly, that's.
No, actually, yeah, I think I
What kind of
kiss
Subaru
more
you guys
women
got?
than lesbians kiss like women they're in relationships with. So that's
Sure.
where I get confused. But she does music. So she was like, well, I really like
Pick the worst place to come to play music.
Well, we were both like LA, and then I was like, I don't think I can handle that. I don't know why. I just was like expensive.
It's on fire.
And then it was on fire. And
Yeah.
I was like, well, that was a good call.
Yeah.
On my part. I didn't
We could
set
be
her
dead
on
now.
fire. I didn't,
Oh, you set LA on fire. You burned every bridge,
She's like, "Fuck this
figuratively
place."
and literally on your way out.
Here. Exactly. But she was like, well, I kind of would like to do music, and I was like, I just want to mess around. I'm really making it sound like I'm dating this woman, but we're not. I was like, I just need to figure myself out. And I like to
So
move,
how do
I
you
think.
like Nashville?
I really like Nashville.
Okay.
So I grew up in South Dakota, went to college in
it all
Minneapolis.
makes sense.
Okay.
Okay. Oh,
Makes sense
Yeah.
now.
fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
I tell people I'm from South Dakota, and they go, where? Like, I don't get reactions where people are like, that makes sense.
Where in South Dakota?
North Central, right on the Missouri
Yep,
River.
right in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
Okay.
I call it the middle of nowhere.
The middle of the
Is it like Sioux Falls area maybe? Or no.
North.
Okay.
You gotta go north and then a little west.
Okay.
A little bit.
All
Yeah.
right.
So, 2 hours south of Bismarck.
Okay.
Shout out Bismarck to our viewers in Bismarck.
All of you.
All of them. They love.
I'm sure there's a few.
This is their jam. This is. No way!
Shout out.
Hi, Grandma.
And the stars have aligned.
Is that the same grandma from the? Okay.
I got two.
I just thought she was freaky that way. Slept in a coffin.
So what is there to do in North Dakota? What did you
South Dakota. Have some respect.
Thank
Dakota.
you.
Up there in the
I just have to
Dakotas.
take it most of the time, but that was great, guys. I keep making innuendos. What people say. What people say is when asked that question, the like state approved answer is drink.
Yeah.
But I didn't really drink when I was growing up. I didn't have my first drink until I was 21, which was in Minneapolis.
Following the rules.
What was the first time you got high?
First time I got high,
Never got high.
that was Colorado when I was 19.
All right.
And I went
All right.
I went crazy. Like I think like similar to when I was like in 5th grade and I had 2 Mountain Dews at the Christmas party for my class. I think it was placebo. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm like that's not how a high person acts. Like I think I was just being weird.
Yeah.
Well, you never drank before, and you're just going all in on
Exact-
Denver
yeah,
edibles, dude.
yeah.
They
That's
still got
tough.
TVs.
No,
up
that's
in
exactly what
South
it was.
Dakota.
It was yeah.
Yeah, you.
purple,
Yeah,
so-
I don't think you were faking. That's.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
I just had a revelation.
Yeah.
That was that sound.
It's probably grandma.
Oh, grandma.
What does
From
he
from
have to
Bismarck.
say?
Oh my
Not
gosh.
that grandma.
Okay.
The one that's alive.
Shout out to all the grandmas tonight watching.
Hi, grandmas.
Granny.
It is grandma.
See, I was thinking about that because I was getting really worried when we were like, maybe we'd eat the woman, and I'm like, as the only woman in the garage right now.
Where would you like to be eaten first? If you had a choice.
On the
South
theme of the-
Dakota.
Starting with
On
toes
the
and
theme of the
fingers,
evening,
man.
I guess. If I'm dead, go for it. You know, I don't.
You're allowed.
You can't ask these questions when your balls are showing. That's just not right.
It's it feels most comfortable asking these with his
Can
balls
they
showing.
hear? Can they hear what he's saying? Or? Oh, he has where if they were all gonna start eating me, where I would like them to start. Is what they. Is that a good paraphrase? You said there's no sponsors, right? You said
No,
you have
no, we
sponsors.
lost it.
No
Yeah.
worry about that. Thank God.
Yeah, what happened with that?
He's running
That-
away from the microphone
it's not
now,
happening.
Mister.
What, did he actually watch the show? You can't get the sponsors for this shit.
The sponsor is just gonna give you money and then go, okay, have fun.
I actually invited him and his whole crew to come tonight.
Okay.
He's got a crew?
He's got a person. He's got an employee. I mean,
I'm gonna
there's
start
someone there
calling
that-
my kids my crew
Yeah,
now.
crew.
Got my
They roll in
entourage.
hard together, huh?
Squad.
I mean, you try.
Army of two.
We're all trying.
Yeah, I don't really know. Like, it would have to be like something that's like. I think we got a better chance of getting sponsored by Zanies if we would by fucking anything else, really.
Fleshlight. Like if we're gonna do
It's gotta be something
sponsorship.
terrible.
Like Facebook just now sent me this thing where we can monetize because there's people advertising on our shit. I was like, well, who's advertising on our shit? Like I don't even know who's advertising on our shit.
It's got to be whiskey brands at this point.
I
don't
think
know.
Little Caesars would love to get in on this.
Yeah.
If you just
At
gave
one
them
point,
that
they had
opportunity,
they
yeah.
had an angle.
We were
in.
giving it to them for free. You gotta, you know.
I wouldn't know who we would have to like sponsor. Like what kind of there's so much tonight has actually been very very laid back compared to how the shows usually get. Like the shows usually get the shot one shows that we do, the drinking shows get so out of hand, just vomit. Anytime that there's vomit.
Oh yeah, I've never seen the guy from San Pedro just falling into the bucket of shame.
That was great.
Passing
that,
out.
that
puking.
almost became a viral video.
Yeah.
I mean, that was great. I've never seen someone head dive into a trash can.
He was
before.
done for.
Wow.
Yeah, it was great.
Completely done for.
That's great.
He died a little bit.
He
right
died.
there.
Me and the guy who hosted that show. I was producing the show, and the guy who was hosting it, he looked at me and was like, "So, we're probably in trouble, right?"
Sounds like the only sponsors we need is AA sponsors up in this.
NA.
This is
That's
why.
different kind of
This is why
sponsors.
you should wear condoms. Maybe we can get some
PSA.
some cheap startup condom, foreign China condom.
We had one of our condoms here with the delicious.
I hope nobody
brands.
took that.
They did. Everything gets taken here.
Jesus. I threw it towards Blevins. I was like, "Look at that! That's hilarious."
I poked holes in it. It was a whole thing.
Well, whoever's using it is really going to have a time.
Oh yeah.
Don't use that condom. That's a DMP special.
Nobody
pre-punched.
Nobody who's involved in the DNP universe or a
Is
fan
going to use
is-
a DMP condom.
or any
I think
condom.
the holes is my problem with that condom. I think.
Yeah, that's smart. It comes preloaded with the STD that you didn't have.
Yeah. Yep. That's how it
It's a
happens.
surprise. You don't know which one you're
Yes,
getting.
that's
Yeah.
the best
You gotta
part.
collect 'em all.
That's the best
You
part.
gotta shake it for you. You gotta shake it
Yeah.
first, though.
Some of them are a 2-week commitment. Some of them are a lifetime.
Exactly.
Like luggage.
You never know what you're gonna get.
Well, despite of everything that happened tonight that would have caused this night to not happen, the
Oh,
fact
it was,
that we've
looking
actually
pretty
got
grim there.
together, and
Yeah.
I've enjoyed myself. I know we're kind of empty now, but for everyone who has actually stayed on. Holy shit! Look at
There's
that.
Kelsey.
He's been here the last 30 minutes.
Has he been here for a minute?
Yeah.
All right. Well, fuck you. You're not getting on tonight. I love you though. Do you want to sit down? Do you want to pull up a chair? Yeah. There you go.
You can sit on this. Ooh.
Don't sit next to Spider-Man unless you want a nut's eye view of what's happening.
Where do you think my nuts are?
Where do you think they're
I
not?
can see the head. The distinct outline of the head, which is brave. I mean, it's
Can I
very.
get cozy?
All right. I got half a cheek off here.
Ladies and gentlemen, comedian Kelsey Dixon.
Woo.
Hello, sir. Oh, here you go, sir. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Andre Nuts is really showing though. That's what I'm saying. It's like
They're there as well,
It's all
dude.
cock.
Is the fact that I walked in and I seen everybody dressed in white slave stuff. I mean, my bad. Did I say that out loud? I mean, and then I see Spider-Man, Negro Man over here in the corner, and I was very confused on what the fuck was going on in here. And then she had herpes. I mean, AIDS, whatever the one. It's like, what just happened? All in a matter of 10 minutes as I walked in the building.
It's a
There was a
Toga
lot of
Party,
confessions going on. I was like, I wasn't expecting to see Andre, first of all, half naked. I see. I see the muscle in his ass cheek. That's how it's like that too. Dude. Yeah, it's crazy. But I love y'all guys though. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Just want you to know that.
Yeah.
Kelsey, what are your upcoming gigs, brother?
Huh?
What are your upcoming gigs?
Oh, I was like, what? I thought you tricked me in something. I was like, I don't know what kind of gay shit just happened just a minute ago.
Gay shit has happened.
I have a show next weekend. What's it? Chattanooga.
Comedy
with
Catch?
no, we were going with Tequila Room.
Oh, Tequila. Okay, yeah,
She runs her own show
yeah.
there, so we got a show there next
Heck
weekend.
She has her own show.
She has her own show.
I thought she was up in Clarksville.
It's
last
hood
I
as
heard.
hell. I'm telling you, it's hood.
Oh, with Tequila.
It's
yeah.
so hood.
Yeah.
Last time she was
I
there,
miss
she-
her, man. It's
I
been
know
a
it was
while.
great. She pulled her whole titties out last time, and I was so confused. She was like,
I
"I know
think
I'm a
she pulled
stud,
her
but I pulled my
titties out
titties
here,
out."
didn't she?
There's been several tits.
Yeah, I was like,
I
I don't know what just happened.
Several tits.
Yeah, and she's a stud. She's like king stud.
She's a stud.
Oh, yeah.
She's the king stud.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'd still try. But
You would try to.
I mean, yeah. She seems fun.
Gotta take a run at it.
Grab your
Yeah.
arm
That's
and just
funny.
twist you slowly.
Yeah, I imagine she would hurt me.
Yeah,
like,
I would try too
afterward,
hard.
I would be like going to the
You'd have
hospital.
to tap
Crippled.
out.
Yeah.
Crippled.
Oh no, she wouldn't let you tap out. You'd be like,
So
no,
you
you're
would
in
do
it.
There's no safe word, motherfucker.
Huh?
So you would do a stud?
I mean, you know, it seems enticing.
Hey, it's icy. He's got a vagina.
I don't
like
think
like-
I don't think studs are touchable there.
That's
The
funny.
the female stud, I don't think they're.
I'm up for a challenge.
I'm over it.
Well, I think you're gonna be you'll be very challenged, sir.
Yeah, that's crazy. Just imagine a stud throwing it back at you. Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
God.
So I'm like, I don't want to get to into a fight. Like if I don't want to throw punches.
No, throw
I
it
was
back.
throwing that rubber dick at you, man.
No, she might bend you over.
That's what he said.
Oh no.
Yeah.
My last girl.
Your turn.
Trying like that, yeah.
That's crazy. I don't know. Studs are dangerous to me. I feel like
Yeah.
I love them deaf though, because I coach. I coach a bunch of football players that's 90% studs.
I can see that.
Yeah, a lot of girls on the team that's
Yeah.
like dudeish. They fart and shit. It throws me off sometimes. You imagine talking to a girl like all the time, and then she just poot in your face, and then she like talks to you.
Jenny over
My
here has been
dude
ripping them
friends
since
don't
she
even
sat
do
down.
that.
So just so you're aware.
Wait, I was like, is a stud just a lady who farts? Is
Yeah,
that-
no. See, she's a horse.
last 30 minutes.
We've been trying
I've
not
been
to say
in this
anything.
garage for a long time.
You haven't had no pizza, so you're good. We were poor. We didn't have pizza here.
Those hot and ready farts are the worst, man.
That's crazy. That's
like
wild.
every other week we actually.
This is
do
why I
have
don't
those
trust.
seasons,
Yeah,
not
you
for
missed it. Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
reason why I don't trust women right there. That's one of the reasons.
'Cause
why.
the pizza
they can hold,
farts?
they can hold gas like no other.
Like grudges.
Like they can
Grudges and gas,
They
dude.
wait for you to go to sleep, and then
Yeah,
they put the
then
cover over
over
you,
you.
hold it over your head, and then let it
Let
go.
it go. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
women really can hold some gas, so I can't trust them. That's,
I'll
if
just
you
get
can hold some gas, you can hold a lie.
I'll
That's-
just get up and go to the bathroom.
That's how I
or
look at it.
something.
If you can hold gas, you can hold a lie, and that's
Just walk away and fart.
oh yeah, women can do it though. I've been farting.
I'm sure they walk away and fart.
That's why I'm glad. I'm
My first wife did.
She walk away and fart.
Just walked away and farted.
Oh my god.
And kept walking.
So you been
Ladies
passing
and
gas
gentlemen,
Do I?
we have hit
Never.
that time. I would like to thank Jack Mercer for showing up,
Thank you, Jack.
putting it all together. I'd like to thank. Let's see, I got the list here.
I thought it was New Orleans when I walked
I
outside
have
this
the
morning.
list. So I'd like to thank Andre Churchwell, Mr. Spider-Man, who stayed to the end, David Freelander, who fucked off, Richard Scudder, who fucked off, Feasel, who fucked off, Dom
Feasel.
Carr, is he still? Dom
He's
is still
there.
here.
Whoop, whoop. Warrior.
Mike Holland, he is still motherfucking here.
Warriors.
505, did he fuck off?
He fucked
He
off.
is fucked off. And Jenny, thank you for coming out.
Thank you for having
We'd like
me.
to have everybody.
Jenny with no booty, thank you for coming out.
You can't see it under the toga, but
She
it's,
came out in a
He
toga,
knows.
man.
Hey, listen.
He
that's-
does
Black
it.
people know.
He knows.
You can sit down and be like, yeah, she ain't got
Shalita
no
was
booty. That's how
supposed
we
to
do
be
it.
here, man. When Shalita comes, she brings it, man. I really, actually, let's throw it at the Shalita. Every time Shalita has come, but very. Actually, let's give it a shout to Shalita.
Give a shout out to the outfits they got on today. Y'all
To-
clap over the outfits.
Let's do it to the toga party. We had
Toga
our
party.
second annual toga party.
Tornado toga, baby.
Despite everything that happened, 7 people showed up out of 14, so half the people showed up. So that's a show. We've been on for 3 hours. So like they were calling my phone. The news was calling my phone saying, "You're gonna die tonight."
I think that was unrelated to the weather, but
that was the prophecy.
that was the prophecy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Grandma especially, everyone who has tuned in tonight or tuned in tomorrow or the next day or next week, everybody who watches to this point, if you're here right now, let me just say that we love you. We want you. No, we love you so much. We'll even do anal. Fuck it. It's
He's
that
a
time
lie.
of the night.
He's a
We're
lie. I
drunk.
would not do anal.
Right. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, no sodomy, all comedy. I can't say cod. It's my cod piece. We should have wore cod piece. Next year we're doing gladiator outfits. Gladiator. Gladiator. I can't talk. Ladies and gentlemen. Fuck you all. Good night. Peace, hair, and hair grease. Oh. There you
Ooh
go.
la la.
I really thought he pulled his ass cheeks out. I was like, that's not the most blackest thing I've seen all week. He's like,
fuck you all. Good night. Whoop.
White trash, late nights. Come on in, folks, the music is tight. White trash, late nights. We're in the mood and high as a kite. White trash, late night. Your mom is drunk and she just might. White trash, late nights. Getting down on a Saturday night.